Broki's got him trapped in with the AWP, so Perfecto's going to take the fight behind him, but Drops is lurking ever closer.
Bomba тавиад авсан шүү.
Rain close up as well. They should know exactly where he is.
He's trying his best to make it very, very hard to find him. And they've rediscovered him once again. If he can do a bit more damage, okay. I mean, he's going to get a kill there. Make a little bit of money back. We'll still lose the SMG.
And just by virtue of the weaponry, the leopard
weapons
that Navi had in the lack
Наа
of utility, and then just kind of a buy.
Тэгвэл тэгээд зэгц болж байгаа
able to creep up all the way long
That's all.
before really encountering. That's well done from FaZe.
Huge. Yeah, they lost that last round, obviously, to Electronic.
And then
able
цогоо
to
ячуу.
answer back right away and
Yes,
take
sir.
away all the money.
Шаалгаад ирэх юм бол ороод
Bad News Eagles was never able to get into any kind of a comfortable mid-round, never able, like, Bad News Eagles contested every piece of space on this map. Engagements were happening at the front, the main entrance, the bathrooms, they were happening at the monster tunnel. The bomb site was close to them. Navi they haven't had a clean buy in all the utility. They haven't really been able to challenge FaZe's initial move.
Simple хүн алаагүй сте. Simple хүн алж болохгүй шүү. Лагаг.
We thought about simple
No,
being the goal, but I mean in terms of
Босоо алсан байна, босоо алсан.
he's got that locked down, doesn't he? That is something that he knows how to do really, really well. And it was a big part of the reason why they were able to beat as well. Some of the mid-round calls, especially in the last map on Inferno, made a huge difference at the end of the day.
Нэг дарах гад
I
байна.
mean, you touched on that too. It's like, you know, just now,
Yeah.
Arrogant.
Аа.
Some people are going to call him the best in-game leader.
Yeah.
But Glenn has certainly a conversation, a stance in that conversation as well to take it, and that's the whole point of this. A second major for him to really cement himself.
Бас өчтөрийн тоглолтыг нь хэрүүлэн дуусаагүй юм байна л да Navi-г.
To challenge up against Glaive in considering his body of work.
Yeah, that's definitely true. 4-1 is the scoreline here, and a bit of a slow start for Navi, as you pointed out. They haven't really had the money up and running yet. Still cannot afford the AWP. Instead, it's 4 from us and 1 M4. Plenty of grenades, but there's not a lot of stopping power in that. There's also a couple of people with no head armor that's electronic and simple, so even the MAC-10 there for Carrigan, it's worth pointing out. If there are any new viewers, the lack of a helmet there does make the MAC-10 a one-shot headshot. Pushing in, actually. This is something that FaZe were looking for in a previous round.
They're fortunate to trade out that second kill. NPL doubles up. After Bit goes down.
Өөртөө бас биш.
He's going to be comfortable in this 3-on-3.
That's all the grenades used from FaZe. They had actually quite a few going into the start of the
Хоггүй
round.
юм шүү дээ. Ганц флаштай юм шүү уусаа.
Well, there's one more on
За энэ
Simple.
хүний
He's over at
хүлээж
the
байгаа
bomb, so
алхаар
looks like Perfecto
үнэрлэгчээ.
wants to
Нүүф ахын тодорхой. Яа.
No chance for a
Ёо.
It's all on
Нөгөө хүн браар тэгээд хамраа.
Might be able to get electronic. Is he going to be ready for the next one? Perfecto. 2 kills. Simple's now closing the gap as well. And Rain with 55 seconds to toss away the op realizes there's a very low chance he survives this round. He goes down. No free op for Navi.
Хүүшээж боолгуулсан юм шүү нэ хүзүн мүзүн яатсан бэ?
That is extremely well done from Perfecto. And I mean that is one way
Боолгуулсан юм шүү.
Задсан шүү.
Харин тэ Шүтэрд багалзуурдсан байна да нэг нэгэ. Пистач амар буутчоо тэ.
Yeah, this is brilliant work. Did not expect that to work out whatsoever.
Roft стас салганаад бүр.
Yeah, there's a platform to get Navi back in the game. They've even stolen the AK, like you said, the AWP is thrown away. Smart move. Oh, sorry, from
Roft тэгтээ давгүй гайгүй.
Choo. Not have to worry about Simple with the op. Oh, Rain, you're awkward fight. Simple, just no fear whatsoever. Swinging wide. Rest of FaZe lined up towards the B bomb site. They might pull the trigger.
Ганцаар гэдэг зүгээр мэдээд байна. Ганцаар явдаг мэдээд шууд тулаад тулаад байна л та.
Playground clear. That means FaZe has to be outside the B bomb site and just delaying any kind of attack.
Even makes the boost a bit risky, right? Because they know that might be one of the
харин тийш нэг хүн дагуулж явмаар байгаа сонг руугаа. Нэг флаш аваад. Наач тэ өөрөө сайн болохоор бас аабарлаад байл та.
What do they do from here?
Biz зүгээр
You
уцрага
want to
шаан.
spend the time that it would take to go back and clear out the other part of the map?
That's the big problem is since you don't have playground control.
Гэвч
Yeah,
яг
that would chew a lot of
тийм
time off the clock,
болсонгүй.
a lot of angles you'd have to worry about. I think at this point they're
Аюу
waiting
ч яагаад стрим залуусчих вэ?
points to delay as long as
Байж л
possible.
шүү
So
дээ.
when they do decide to come in for that final
Үзчихвч гараад
that final
ачаавс.
push, there's not
YouTube
going to
дээр
be
байгаа шүү
counter
дээ.
Molotovs, not going to be
А
the
YouTube
smokes,
дээрээс
no
үзчих юм уу?
they're in with relative ease.
За
Actually,
за яах вэ?
give them a bit of a
Мэдгүй
gift
юм.
here. They backed off entirely without any of their own utility. It's all on this boost. And if they can get in, like, A, obviously they'd love to pick off Perfecto on this boost, but B, just not losing anyone, it can still be a very tough retake 5-on-4.
Yeah, I think you need to get a kill with that boost, though. That would make it a 5-on-3.
Энэ утаснаас яаж бүүст толболдог тийм
But
гэж.
now it's a little bit more questionable. All right, it's not. They're just fine. Bit and Perfecto gonna click a couple of kills each, and Brookie now
Шатан
1
байна уу?
versus 4. He's not gonna be able to hit the shot either. Simple with a triple kill in the round, and I think Na'Vi trying to say, let's just play the percentages of having the 4-on-5 and trusting in the retake.
Yeah.
Which I can see the power of it, but man, that also looks sketchy. Once the bomb is down and it actually is a clean 4-on-5, like that could have gone wrong.
If they have more smokes, if they have more flashbangs and Molotovs on that initial, the initial B defenders, I
Hmm,
think that's
that's
more
all.
aggressive.
Six, six,
The lack of
six,
utility forces them back, and obviously it works out with
Одоо мулагаага.
You'll hear no criticism
Одоо
from
дахиад
the
өргөн л дөө.
4-3 and a timeout is taken. This one is called by phase. They're first. They need to talk about the money that they've got to win.
Хаузуу.
Rob's at 2900, Kerrigan
Паас
3700,
авсан баха.
2800.
За юу болж байна?
Явж чи хайчч ба ямар хэцүү болчих.
Гайгүй юу?
So now we get to see.
Таваасаа орж ирэхгүй болохоор чи 2 раунд алдсан.
Off a weaker economy from now.
За ахвал идаа ч гэдэг. Бис харин Карган руу залгаа хилчлээ. Айтайхан тоглоорой гэсэн юм.
Чи ч бас яг тулуул зодчихно өстэй. Нэг л мөргөн өстэй.
Баахгүй шүү дээ. Нараа л нэг шаах бах.
Нараа шаахгүй, нараа мөргөн штэ шууд.
Каргач бас бие биз таалаа.
Нараа л нэг мөргөч. Нараад ер нь бие ми хамаахгүй зүгээр ганц л мөргөнө гэдэг шүү дээ.
Яг цэгрүүн.
Яг гол руу л нэг мөрөгчих юм шүү. Өндөр нам хамаагүй зүгээр.
Спалдан мөргөө тагалцсан түүхтэй гай юм шүү дээ.
Спалдаг бөмбөгөө саксны өө солиот.
Тэ.
Харагч руу л шаах юм шүү.
Миний бөмбөгийг гээд байгаа шүү дээ.
Золио картвис. Перфектог чихээд өгөөч.
Дөрвөөр ангитай гээд байгаа шүү дээ. Спалдан мөргөө тагалцсан.
Яа.
Ондгүй шат юу.
За энэ хинийх нь Discord-д давхар сонсогдоод байна тэр YouTube-ийн юм. Жоо соёлтой биш шүү. Шах.
Манай эртээс л тийм юм гандаа одоо өөрч.
Божооч тэрийг хаагаач.
Анхаа л гэж орж ирч та.
Хаачлаа мулагааг. Нэг нь гөрөө электроникийг гөрөө хийсэн биз дээ. За 3 үтээтэй 3 л үлдсэн байна да болно.
Бонгор сурга авчвал одоо зүгээр л.
Симплиг урдаас нь нэг дарчвал тэгэл аа. Цаачмар айгүй шаргалтгүй аа. Шаргалттай тоглодог болсон бэлээ симплиг бас. Рен л дарна л да ер нь. Яг л заван модо тавилаа да. Яа.
Ингээд хүлээд байх хэрэгтэй пэстаг.
Дари борок нэг. Бомбо тавьж авчихсан.
Симплигч дуртаан тогтдог болж дээ.
Хэдүүл нэг баг босгоо симплтэй шаах юм аа. Нэг хэрэлдүүлэл жийж өстэй.
Энэ перспективийн хүзүүн мүзэн яаж юм бэ? Боолгосон юм
байна. Боолголцсон шүү дээ.
Яг перспектив боолгох хүн байвал тэр яг перспектив боолгуулахаар хэлсэн үгүйсэн.
Яа, брок амар тарсан биш.
Юу вэ? Ингээ осног болдог лөө.
Харин ус ингээ хошдог л болсон
юм. Хитгүү үсэг ингээ осног болсон яар даваар гэдэг юм би.
Иваны тэнийг Иваны дүү штэ бас.
Тэнийг Иваны дүү цаашаа штэ.
Дахтага байлж байгаа бистан штэ бас.
Оо за. Бит ч бүр ингэж ордог ч.
Галын зогсоох гээд надад ч юм бас.
Зараад байна тий.
Дайраад байна л да.
Өөрсдийнхөө нөгөө юуг авах гээд тоглолтоо гартаа авах гээд байна л да.
Тэгтэн уулын дугтуул тэгэл
Тийм шүү дээ.
чариг болч чаригтлан шаах хэрэгтэй
Тэгээ орж тоглоод бүр араас авахар чинь
хамаг мэдээлэл
тэгээд гой юмнуудаа гой хийгээд. За гой. Трейд гой орж ирлээ.
Nice штэ.
Арт нэг мэдгүй юм шүү.
Яана.
Тийс авчихгүй юм уу?
Яа.
Оо.
Мол агаач яаж ийна. Брокиг нэг снайпертай Чика цагаа камнаас орохгүй юм уу?
Үгүй, орж идэх нэ хаа.
Эко мекотер сайхан гөвд ч мөрлөө юм чи.
Яг гөөвлөж айлыг тэгж буудалтыг оруулж өрүүлж хийсэн сахаа ингээ гой дунгуураад цаг магаа бариад гой ингээ тоглолцсон дээр шүү дээ.
Тийм байна тий.
Тийм, айлч буудалт нь орж мараад ингээ дараагийн гөв мөв дээр амар бэлтгэлтэй болдог байхгүй.
Оо за.
Get around with all 5 players surviving. A feel good round as money grows behind the defense.
Yeah, feel great round. That's going to give you such a
Өчтөр чи яалаа. Өчтөр фейс чи яалаа. Overpass дээр бүр арчингаалт, алингаалт шуур хожигдчихлоо.
Bad news-тэй тоглосон биз.
Хожигдсон шүү дээ. Тий.
Ихний map шүү дээ тэр чинь.
Тий, хожигдсон шүү.
Тийм байна тийм.
Хүн амар шүрдэл дуусаа байсан.
Тэгсэн шүү. Оо цаа шууд цаагаад гараг үүчлээ. За Броки бол снайпер авцсан л байна да.
Брокли юу?
Брокли тий. Брокли сүмбэ 2 тулах юм байгаа та одоо. Өнөөдөр Монголд энэ хоёр л тулсан шүү дээ. Тийм үгүй юу тийм үү? Юу наави ороод байгаа юм бэ? Ямар сони юм бэ? Фэз гээд тагтчаа. Бүгдээрээ фэз орцсон гээд тагтчаа.
Юу муухай арцтай юм бэ?
Харин тийм. За, Кариг өнөр заа гоё штэ.
Навыг оруулах юм уу тэгээд оруулаач.
Наврено? Навруу ороор.
Сэвэлсэн баха тий.
Сэвэлсэн баха. Угаасаа мөнгө
төр зөндөө байгаа юм болоо сэвлээд байгаа. Өвлөн биз тань.
Өглөн болцсон байгаа байхгүй. Эсвэл тийм шаргээ болцсон юм уу?
Аргагчтай тийм бүсрээ ямар багтаж ирсэн.
Монтед бүр тэгээд
тийш тавлаа л та. Таргалт яаж байгаа юм.
Сэлж одоо хэдтэй лээ. 25 хүрсэн үү?
Тий, бараг хүрч байгаа.
Төгцөн те. Ер нь өнөө маргааш болсон юм зү. Сорсор орж чадах юм уу да тэгээд. Source руу ороод нэг 2 жил зүтгээл тэгэл Carry-ийн гээл баг болох бах та тий одоо.
Бол шинжүүл байгаа. Амар пистач.
Чуг хурцсан биз дээ одоо.
Carry-га нүү чуг гараа манай уу штэ.
Зөө.
Би ч гоос гарсан биз дээ гэж.
Одоо тэгвэл тэгээ баг авсрууга маусаа тэрвэрэд орохор болсон биз дээ.
He does have those games like it's obviously more of a rare thing, but every once in a while there is like a really wild carry. Those games are also sometimes
Carry-г лүүтлэх юм байна тэгвэл тий. Маа лүүтлэх яа.
Үхэрнэ. За гайгүй энэ дээр нэг 6 7 тоглолцоод 8 6 7 молоогоор сольчвол тэгээ фейс бүр гоё. Гэтэ Нави ч бас террор талаасаа тоглодог баг штэ аа.
Навийн тоглодог баг юм уу?
Харин сүүлийн үед ч Нави гэдэг баг ч байха болчиход байгаа юм л да яасан.
Би дүр баг хайш.
Харин тийм бид нар дүр байгаад ганц нөгөөдөлд нь ганц бит үлдчихэд байна уу?
Бит нь улаан хийж яхад нь.
Тийм үү? Оо тийм штэ.
Биш NPL нь улаан юм уу?
NPL нь.
Нэгтэй юм уу?
Нэг амтай. Амнаас зүгтцээ явж байна да. За энд мэдээлэл өгсөн.
Энэ нэг хөнгүү гэж мэдээлэл өгчихгүй.
Хаашаа орох гээд байна? Аарал орох гээд байна тий.
Дээш нь төгсөө дээш өсгөл. Одоо бэ дээр нэг фейк юм явах юм.
Явна л да нэг худлааны юм жижиг сажиг юм явах л та. Яс нэг хүн унгаачвал бүр гоё юм чинь.
Үүчлээ.
37 seconds the bomb making its way back up the connector. They've cleared it out. Perfecto, if he took one step forward here, if he realized there was nobody outside of B, they could get an early rotation. In fact, Simple's kind of already realized he is running, and I wonder if Carrigan would have been able to hear that. They are kind of committed though right now. 20 seconds. You probably don't want to be falling back into the B bomb side. There's the early fight. Bit will be taking down Twist, and this is looking good for the defense.
Алаач.
За гоё да. Simple мөн золбон бомб авцсан.
Simple бог уус NPL авцсан шүү дээ. За.
За сейсэн хаа.
Проки хойдлыг үнэрлсэн. Энийг алдсмаар байна.
Кнаперо.
За тэр хүн л алхан дээ.
Прокио. Проки бүр үнэрлсэн явж байна энд бүр.
Яг
хаач юу? Нөгөө талаар нь тойрсон юм уу? Оо за энэ хоёр бүр. Оо за. Снайпертайгаа үлдчихлээ шүү муулагаачаа.
Орой боолгосон баха.
Энэ орой боосон угаасаа.
Яг пандуулчихжээ юм байна. Амар пандуулчихж байна ч юм уу.
Энэс бүгд багасан шүү дээ.
Үгүй штэ гэж хэлсэн юм шиг байна. Тэгэл очиж өгчлээ дээ.
Энийг аваад тэгэл дооссон юм шиг тий.
Болоог өнөө.
Нэг 7 боллоо.
Clash of the Titans шүү дээ.
Бас том тоглолтууд шүү дээ.
Тийм тоглолт шүү дээ.
Бэлгүй. Энэ ямар гоё помос вэ тий? За дэ явдгаар явсан.
Тэгээд регуляр тайм нь яагаад юм бэ өндөр болчихваа.
Хит хийж.
Энэ чинь наац маац бүр 3 болсон шүү дээ.
Энэ тоглолтыг авцсан байлгүй дээ. Хити тим үзэлтэй.
comes into his position. Bit's calling to make sure nobody can wrap around him. The timing, is it there or is it Kerrigan backs right up into his crosshair? And now it's just Brokey with the bomb.
Аль тэр лонго хоёр юм дуулах гэдэг энэ.
Тоос асгана симплийн дараад байгаа юм.
Зүгээр. Мөлхөө орч шүү дээ. Ой.
That's probably good news. 37 seconds here. They're sneaking up close, finally spotted out, and that should be a warning now to Navi that.
Алло.
Үнэрлээ тань.
Үнэрлээ тань та. За энэ усны үнийг цэвэрхэн алчмаар нь ядаж. Nice.
Дахад нэг арчлаа гоё.
Яа.
Нөгөөх нь CB.
Мэдрэл муу тулдаал аллаа да. Хүү.
Ёо. Брокли байна.
Брокли сэвлэнстэй. Би тэгэл гоё өндөрлж ядаж.
Яа татаж гарах гэдэг.
Ой, үйлдэй бол бүтэн өнөрлж байгаа юм бол.
За. Гайгаа 6-7 гэдэг чинь тийгээсээ.
Энэ бууг нэг байна чааш.
Мэдрэл мод салгаж байгаа шаачлалтай биз та.
Энд бүр флаш цайрч байгаа алчлаа. Алдсан уу гэдэг.
Энэ тэгжээс те. Тэгж очиж бод тэгэхээр.
Найр өндөр ягштай биз тааш үнэ.
Эго өндөртөр яг шиг өндөртэй. Өчтөр бүр эгогийн чихээ хийсэн биз дээ тэгээд.
Yeah, there are some small flicks here that are happening for Simple that just puts a little bit of smile on my face. I'm so nervous for this.
Өчтөрийн тэлтэн гараагүй.
Just on either side, right? Like whoever loses this game.
Үсээс эгоч болсон тий.
Юу гэж басан те.
Тийш өөрөө хортой тоглолт руу орсон шүү дээ Navi. Simple ч.
Наад би perfect зүгээр ярьсан юм шүү дээ биз та. За би хадгаламжаа шаалаа шүү гэдэг.
Хадгаламжаа тавилаа шүү. Нааг зүгээр. За битиг харц. Оо ямар гоо цэвэрхэн эвгүй налдаг юм бэ?
Дуудал зодолт хохоо энэ тоглолт угаасаа.
Оо энэ ч бүр 3 стак хийдэг шат. Ийшээ оруулах эвгүй юм биш үү дээ.
Дэмэ юм биш үү гэдэг.
Нөө карга яаж өгдөг юм бэ?
Харин тийм яаж байгаа юм бол?
Тань өгдөг.
Болгоо орхиж байгаа л тэгээд.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of grenades though either to get rid of them, so they can't Molotov at this position or anything. Good little flick from Simple, and now he's taking a even wider angle out in the open.
За завсарлагаанаар 50 шаачаад орж ирдээ.
Тэгээд өчтөр ингэ шаахгүй яасан талаарч.
Тэглөө.
Яа, Брокки бас эвгүй шүү.
Тийм байна.
Брокли
Тийм тий.
Зүгээр буу монасан салгаад гайг.
Брокли.
Сүүл раунд өстэй үгүй юу?
Тэ. 8-7-оор солилцмоор байна.
Ингийн пистач яагаад цайр шаагаад байна тий.
Нохон гөлөгч.
За энэ
яаж нэ зарэ. Чаас.
Энэ буруу шүү. За яах. Галтаа цэлж байгаа.
За.
Юу л чи шууд яач дүүлөө? Яа дүүлээ?
Гөө 2 минут ч дээ.
Нэг уддаггүй байлээ. Гэтэ нэг сүртэй уддаг юм байна.
2 минут. Нэг тамхит. Яа 3 минут юм байна. Coming up 2.5 гэд наа чи мараг монголоор хэлсэн байна.
Bad chance дээ.
What's going on, Blast TV? They finally gave me my own show, so let's make it good. I've flown in Counter-Strike gods from all over the world to come and be grilled by me on their past, present, and future. We've got interviews, great moments, and finally, all new
Ноги миний яриа болж гинөө.
skills of our upcoming guests. Welcome to your new favorite televised vacation. This is the Launder Show. So Dupree, amazing to talk to you so far, and I want to talk to you more, but first, I'd like to go and watch some clips, and then we can continue this conversation. I want to see if we can jog your memory here, so we get the clip from the demo itself, but you already recognize it, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, from one thing is from the skin. One is that me, I'm playing the op right now, and on the T side, so me main opping against SK. And the reason why I was playing op was that the device was sidelined because of the personal reasons. Yeah, it was just crazy. I'm in a situation where I need to clutch it, and I start spamming the smoke, and I just make the crowd going crazy. Cool Sure runs through, and I just like la 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 la. And then everything just went crazy.
You were kind of forced to op, but then you continued opping, of course, and you had a great tournament.
This tournament, I had a really good tournament here. And then I thought, so easy opping. We went to a major at once. We had a discussion within the team. Device actually felt like playing a little bit of rifle. I was like, sure, I've been doing pretty well in the op this tournament, so I'm just going to continue. I think I had a really bad first game. Then I had a really good second game. And then things started to get crucial because it was the old system where you would, it was only best of ones all the way through. I remember I think we were playing against Cloud9. The old Laanaa that was Skadoodle and automatic interrog and whatever it was. And what happened is that I tell Device in the middle of the game where I'm not hitting him, I'm doing it. I was like, Nikolai, we're gonna swap back, and he's like, okay. And we made the swap mid-game.
Mid-game?
Yeah, mid-game. He started
the op.
Yeah, I was like, take the op back. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
And we just decided to go back to the old thing. So I started rifling, and he started playing op. Here we go. We're back in the mix. It's a 9-6 first half in favor of Na'Vi. The second half is coming up. We've got FaZe and Na'Vi here playing to make it on through, playing to survive, Jason. I can't believe that we're here. It's overpass, and I mean, this is still a very open game. Na'Vi, I think, did look very impressive.
Зя гарбуу хэллээ.
Kills to put a smile on your face, but absolutely nothing is settled yet.
That first half,
Одоо гоё хамгаална штэ манах аа.
like the calm before the storm. Like
Yeah.
build up in this
Манах
series,
гэдэг.
both teams playing very, let's just say, like it was calculated, measured. Yeah, not a whole lot of risk taken, not anything.
Яаж
Just
болох
out of the
гэдэг.
fundamentals out of the Counter-Strike textbook. Ooh, good push on the Rops. That's simple. He took one of those in the first half. Pisteron, he's just returned the favor now.
Яаж нас юм бэ?
Very quiet on the map.
Yeah, nobody wants to make that first mistake. I mean,
That's good pressure applied too. Rops is the closest player to rotate over to the A bomb site. So I mean, if he
Эндээ 3 болцсон юм те.
supportive position and supportive role, if Rain gets pressured, you have a 10 HP player coming over to help out. That's not much help it's going to provide. So Simple's actually done a good job.
Илүү Rain л нэг ганц нэгийг унгaalж өгөх хэрэгтэй байна да.
People here, they know they've spotted Simple over in short. He's making a little bit of noise as well. So Rain's still very much isolated and alone.
yeah, every once in a while he'll go for a little bit of a jump just to see.
Харагдахгүй гяндаа
Their
шүү.
key to start the rotation for him to get some help.
And that shift is starting to come now. Drops coming over. Kerrigan's going to come over.
Yeah.
That's a Gush. Only 20 HP though. Not as bad, but now all of FaZe is arriving. This hit from Na'Vi needs to be convincing, needs to be quick, and they're already into the bomb site.
Yeah, the smokes are up. I mean, it's pretty good. At least they could get the bomb plant right. They're holding close to it. How do FaZe get back into
Ээ
this?
бомбо
They have a
тавьчих
smoke and a
болоосроо.
flashbang of their own, but no kits to play around with. So that flashbang had better be really, really convincing here. The bomb is already planted. 5-on-5 in the retake, and Simple up close with a Glock. He's lining them up. It's a good early kill, but
Nice.
a return. Twist and Rain coming back into the round, and now Electronic fighting to see if he can stay alive. Smoke
Ee
is up. Actually, he
чаасаа.
could just probably hide inside of it. Twist
all on his own, and I think they needed more. They needed more from that initial.
За амжихарг болсон баха.
Can't be won any longer. 10-second defuse. I don't think that's going to be coming through. And I think Twist agrees.
Чавас.
That did turn into a kind of a close round, and oh god, they're actually going to find him at the end.
Yeah, Electronics going to go down.
Сарин толгойд болохгүй байсан да.
One for Navi. Pisteron going the way of the offensive side, just like it did in the first half. So Navi just returning the favor. You're exactly right. That retake needed to happen. I mean, that's
Гар бугаалаа 9 шүү дээ.
on the verge of arriving and actually shoring up that defense. Maybe that's delayed 1 second.
Ноги байгаа мó?
Байж тээ бай.
Яаж байгаа юм бэ сая?
Тийм ээ. Надаас судлаа. Экого аав штэ тэгтээ памаас мамастай биш штэ.
Шууд орох гэдэг нэг үү?
За болж шүү.
Ровц зах нугтад авсан бүр.
За илрүүлсэн. Ёо.
Хөөх.
Peeking with the nade, trying to do a little bit of damage with that to help make it easier with the FAMAS, and it's not.
Ямаг л орхон дэвстэй.
Being in that position, right? Being on that Elven next to the B bomb side, it's just so powerful on the T side. You're almost able to just jump straight in there. Scouts being wheeled in. Again, they don't have the best weaponry really to try.
Ooh, that's яагцад.
Unlikely to be picking up this round.
Nice. Бомб нь ус руу онцроо унчлаа бүр.
Way in front. Still Perfecto and Electronic are trying to bring it back. And Rob's being low from earlier. Not going to be too much help here. He's got the Deagle looking for a shot.
Тэрийг туханд нэг шаах хэрэгтэй.
Some really crisp scout shots come out for this to even be close as possible. 30 seconds. The bomb being brought back.
Энфилд бүр тэнд гяндачлаа шүү.
So the situation is a little bit more under control. Oh, missed opportunity. They're not going to get too many more. Trying to get the shot through the box, and he's shooting a little bit low, unfortunately for that. Now he's just let loose.
Яах вэ? Одоо тэгээ пүүл 11-6, 12-6-аас эхлэх юм аашаа баг. 11-6-аас, 12-6-аас тий? Тэнд яах гэж тэгж гарч ирж байгаа юм бол.
Газ хүн алчаар л газ байр эзлэж байгаа царай л бэ.
Харин тийм.
Гой байр эзэлсэн бол ч гоё л болчихно л доо.
Гарч ирээ нэгийг тухтцсан бол тий?
Тэгэл гоё болчихсон. Smoke руу биш тэр хүнийг алсан хүн рүү улаарсан бол алчлаа үг юм бас.
I mean, again, I just this is like a little bit of a coin toss, and just in terms of the levels we've seen these teams come out with. I think both of them have been disappointing in their own ways throughout the legend stage.
Хүн амар дэмэж авал буцлаа та.
Элийн карта бол явлаа да.
За рэнд энд нэг өөр. За кариг бүр амар их мэдээлэл авчихсан. And so far this game has delivered. We haven't had those blow up exciting moments yet, but you can tell the weight of the situation.
I mean, the closer we get to one team getting to 16, the more those moments of already will be, right? Because eventually one or the other team will have to take a couple of more risks to try and stay in the map.
Нэг таймингдаад гарч ирээд яана.
Feeling than anything else. I don't think I can defend it beyond that really. Oh, USP.
Nice.
A little bit of a fight to be winning, but it's just a match 10 on the ground, so
Nice. Дахиад байна уу?
Яа. Буун ялчих сулдаад байна л да.
Тэгтээ хохирол их хөттэй шүү.
Хитэ.
Юу вэ? Юу болчихсон бэ?
Ийм л юм болчихвол байж. Чи map нэгээр нэг рүү н ороогүй байгаа зү.
Би.
Чи
Ингээд фейз ороогүй.
юу руу орсон?
Юу ч ороогүй.
Юу руу ч ороогүй явж байгаа юм.
Яавар шатаг байна.
Тэгээд
өшрөл байхгүй юм уу?
за одоо л раунд авч эхэлсэн штэ. Ээж. Энд чи бацаанаар даахгүй нөгөө юу?
Дэс үд явчаагүй сте.
Яог.
Одоо чухал раунд шүү дээ.
Энэ хамгийн чухал раунд байна.
Сорчгоо.
Тэгээс нэг нэрэхгүй юм бах та.
Twitch байгаа юм байна шүү дээ. Юу вэ? Манай Rain дэ ундгаар унтсан л байж. Аюу заа ард юм тий. Ямар гой баган тойроод байна. Тэгэхээр
Nice штэ. Nice.
тийм плеер мангар гэдэг.
Улаан заа гоё штэ.
Гоё шүү. Гоё раунд боллоо да. Carry-гийн ста гоё байлаа да.
Гоё. Зэг бүжгэллээ феста.
Бүжигчин юм аа Карига. Наач өсө гоо тогтохоос өмнө бүжигчин байсан.
Хэм бэ? Carry-гано салса бүжгэлдэг байсан биз дээ. Салс. Carry-гийн гоё байлаа.
Гоё шаалаа.
Огшсон. Писта гэнэ. Юу гэсэн вэ сая?
Бүжигчин писта гэнэ.
Энэ Оросууд өөрсдөө писта гэж хэлдэг болов.
Хэлдэг шүү дээ.
Хэлгүй юм бизнес гээ.
Business motherfucker сука син энэ гэж шатдагтай бүр. Блять энэ гэж шатдагтай. Твист хамраа цоолж маал.
Мангар жижигхэн залуу гэж наачаа.
Харин тэгстэй. Ухаан цайраад байна.
Sketchy for both teams. Yeah, that's exactly right. They still 5 rounds behind. I mean, this kind of dictates.
За ногийн мик чихнэ.
Бүр анкулдад братаа.
Сэрэл хөдөлгөө шаачлаа шүү.
If Navi win this, it feels like red carpet's laid out to a map 1 victory.
За орхон даа. Carry-гийн Bob. Энэ раундыг авснаар л зэгцлээ штэ. Брокич оруулахгүй зуурна да. Зуураа. Одоо Laanaa тэгээ байж.
Гоё авсан. Авалтал гоё шүү. Зүгээр. Ий заа гоё штэ. Зүгтэлтий болоод байна.
Nice.
Nice штэ.
Nice.
Цаг айгүй болсон. Цаг хоолоонд нь тулсан. Перфекта боолгуулахаар болсон.
Яа ингэж мөнгөгүй болж байгаа.
Мөнгөгүй боллоо, амьдралгүй боллоо, ар гэргүй боллоо.
За гоё.
Их орончгүй боллоо одоо. Аашаа.
kind of late in the round, but also
За nice. Хүнийг сая simple виста шууд зүгээр мэдчихэж зүгээр.
if you elect instead to go back and defend the A bomb side, but you
Шууд
don't have any grenades
алгацсан
to stop
шээс.
them, that could be a real big problem. So I kind of like that way of thinking
Simple
too.
мөн гүйлчээ яаж яана.
Navi, like you said,
Гүйлгч ингээд
were low on money to begin with. Now Navi practically
ганц
out of effect, so
акатай.
FBK, and that's about it.
And 2 rounds in a row for FaZe to start building and growing some confidence in this defense.
Битийн толгон дээр нь нээд задраа шаадгийн. За энийн үнэр байна уу? Бага юу? Харж байгаа юм бага юу?
Ерөнхий бодлоо л доо дууссан байгаа үл дээ.
So this is also something that's probably it's very likely that this will happen, right? If you've got one
Ийм жижиг юм одоо явахгүй л дээ.
you can get it into a position.
Rops is just tucked in safely behind the pillar, so the boost can't spot him, and he's just got a counter flash ready for his team. That's just if Twist and
Адаас ил гарах юм бол нааш хаарч гарна гэдэг үү?
Тэгэж шүү дээ.
drop it, and he'll be able to swing afterwards.
They're giving this
Эндээс л өнөрлөж гээл нэг хүн зулгаачих гал үзэл энэ та.
really hoping and praying.
Ингэж байгаа нэг нугдаал буцаа гараад ирэхнэ гэж байж байхгүй юу?
His hand is probably
Huh?
on his keyboard. He's never backing up.
Тийм байхгүй юу?
You say that, Jason, but
Энэ үсээ бүр. Оподаст нам байсан.
said it makes me worried into it for him.
Яа юугүй.
Yes.
That Deagle spam called out by the A bomb side, I think might have shifted that defense.
За бээр үтгэж явах та.
Is that enough of an opening
Тэвчээр
though?
бүгдийг
Only 35
ядтаа тий.
seconds here. They still have to get through the tunnel. Peregrine's
За алуу.
with the M4. It's a good
Yeah,
spray.
yeah,
yeah,
This one, but
yeah,
NPL still wants the
yeah.
battle, and that's
За nice.
no less.
Nice.
Nice.
Seconds here.
Wey. Broccoli. Mr. Broccoli-тэй танилцсан та бүхэн.
Мороклитой будатаа.
Яаж игчтэй энэ босоод харихсаас юм дээ.
Ярих гэж байна гэдэг.
Right there. That's the dangerous weapon hitting the floor, and Brokey has an easy time after the fact. Good shot from Simple at the end on a twist, but not able to convert onto the other.
За.
And FaZe building up into the second half. 3 straight now for FaZe's defense.
Face defense.
Энийг аваад тэгээд дуусаад дээ.
Энийг аваа ээцэг үстэй.
Манай фэнэмдаа тэр дээр хэнэ.
Хөөбөр дайраад ороод ирлээ.
Брокли хөө вэнэ.
Oh, and this is a
Ямар аим дээр зорж.
Харин тий.
They put most of the emphasis towards the A bomb side, expecting the switch up.
За, сэвэлсэн бахаа.
Сэвэлч юу сэвэлч.
As his teammates
Дараа
wheel from
баялгаа.
behind, Rain and Brokey flanking from T-spawn.
Авто баа юм биш үү?
Brokey could throw a flashbang to clear out Symbol. They could get one over the wall, and they probably wouldn't need it right here. Otherwise, I'm not sure this is going to be working out. They don't do it with the flashbang, and instead, Simple just absolutely clears
Фу.
them up. Brokey on
Хүүх ардсан уу?
Ёо.
nothing saved.
Би битүү
Зүгээр
бүгд.
сэвэлчээчтэй.
Finally get back.
Харин тийм зүгээр наадсан.
Тий.
Because of the earlier damage,
За буу муу унгах гэж үзсэн бэлдүү дээ чамс тэгэл.
Оо наахан зөв л дөө.
Hades can't really buy into this round.
What a great call, though.
Энэ бүрэн амар орж ирлээ. Бага хог шидэд дунд нь ороод ирвүү те.
On their defense and aggressively
Why
towards bathrooms, but lacking that third player means they didn't have anyone spotting for how fast that was, but so much utility onto Kerrigan's position.
Яа, яг ширээгээ шаах гэж.
First contact, the first one to spot for a monster rush, so he's under too much pressure. And just that slow
Айгу.
onto the B bomb side
Айгу чинча.
might knock FaZe right out of this. They were building up into that, but
Chana,
all of a sudden that
yo.
stopped so harshly. They're back to pistols. And I think Kerrigan spent all his money to drop an M4 over to Twist. He's on a CZ with no armor.
Айгу болоо шатсан уу?
Yeah, I actually thought the fact that
Gaigo
they could
üstü.
have bought the M4 was gonna be enough that they would have wanted to maybe save it a little bit, but yeah, they just hold
Яаж
up
нам наавыгийнхаа.
into the round. It's all on this
Файт шүү дээ.
phase. If they lose this one, the next one's gonna be just
Энийг алдан баг өндөрлөж байгаа юм шиг тий.
straight to 15 for
Mhm.
FD. How do you make this work? Twist has got the M4.
Ийм юм гэж байхгүй те.
Is running all over the map.
One tap.
Trying to see if he could find a position
On tap байна уу?
somewhere.
Энийг за заавал авах хэрэгтэй бай. Сэтгэлээ бай.
Энийг авахгүй бүр тэгэл баг тэгэл GG болж байгаа юм байна те ер нь. Сая яг амар гиндүүлж.
Ийм раунд авдаг даа нэг бэз нэг.
Наатер юм байхгүй. Вэдер юм байна.
Under a minute now. Electronic and Bit are
Yeah,
making
yeah.
noise along, but they're just trying to sell the fact that this is where
Фекэнд нь яваа шаачилж.
really well. Deep smokes landing on the A bomb site, but
Yeah.
Solar Ruse.
If you needed any other advantages in this round for Navi, you got it. Navi have a very weak defense on that bomb site. Good trade.
Бага бага.
Not a one Electronic able to trade that off. Still just Kerrigan inside the
За Карига хоёрыг саалаа эндээс харж байгаа.
CC gonna be a little bit of a distraction. He's good for the one kill. Tries to pick up the AK, but he can't get away with it.
За. Яаж
Яа, сая
вэ?
битээ хоёрыг саавал
And sort of stay alive. At least Twist would have been able to make his way there. It's not gonna happen. It will be 14 rounds.
сая тэр хэвнгийн үн цэвэрхэн халаад
They need to
Харин
налтсан бол тэгэл амьд амьдрцсан бол тэгээд Кариган дахиад нэг тулгаалж сая.
Simple on 22 kills, Electronic on 19, and the rest of
Эний өмнөх буугаал гой сэвлэх байсан юм да.
really letting down the team at the moment. This is a perfect performance coming out of the gate for Navi. And the fact that we're even on over.
За энэ дээр яах вэ? Тэнцэгийг нь өгж байгаад үзэх юм уу? Шууд дахиад цайх гэж үзэх юм болов.
Өгдөгөө л үдээтэй хаа энэ том баг.
Одоо сайхан.
Ямар даруй байхгүй гэсэн.
Юу ах та 6 раунд.
Тэ.
Ууснаа.
Юу 15 бол юу ч хийдэггүй. Ер нь бол өгж байгаа л баятай үзсэн дэрээ. 14 нэг.
Нийсээ бууг нь авах хэрэг байхгүй байсан юм шүү дээ.
Уулноо.
Тий.
Бас би бас бодчихлаа л.
Та тайм аут авч байгаа л ярих нь дээ.
Робан ардан тогтсон. Кариган сэвстэй ойлдоо хайтаг нөглөө. Тэгэн байцаа тэгвэл бидтэй ингээд зүгээр сквадороо сүрх юм үстэй.
Тэгэн штэ.
Яа.
With whatever they possibly can muster. Deagle on Rops, 5-7 on.
Оо байлччээ.
Just not money to fight for phase.
Баялшээ.
Scout with no armor on.
Тэнцэг нөхгүй л гэж байгаа юм байна л да.
Curious that they force up back-to-back rounds. I
Имээ.
understand they want to be fighting for overtime.
Одоо ер нь Эко гэж бодох
These are some
юмстэй л юм
really
байна
hard
айлгаа.
rounds to win. And they're making sure that all they're gonna have left are more hard rounds, basically.
And Navi's just been way. Oh, that's a good flashbang. Electronic gets into safety, swinging wide. That's a dangerous fight against the SMG and all the fence.
Nice.
Some bullets away. Perfecto gonna try and help alleviate some of the pressure. So is Simple, but he knows there's a second. He doesn't want to swing wide just yet.
Oh, nice.
Оо, simple маснах.
Its phase exerting influence on the.
Нөгөө сайт руу гүйсэн брокколи байгаа.
Yeah, the bomb was back there, but it's been picked
Тэр
up by
чигээрээ
the
гүүн
enemy.
ер нь бол зогсохгүй.
Stay alive. You have to hold on. That's more important than
Ямар
anything right now.
зогсохгүй
Just
гүйлтэй.
locked him in the bomb site. Perfecto is already low on health and he's outside of the B bomb site. It's just MPL and Bit.
Дайрахыг мэдээд байгаа.
All you have to do is hold on for the teammates to show up, and Twist and Carrigan are coming in. Actually, Perfecto's real.
За оршихуйсаар үзсэн дээ.
Navi know where the rest of the
Ah,
phase are
come on.
coming from. Let's see how this plays out.
One kill.
MPL.
One kid on
Good.
Kerrigan.
Yeah, that's huge. Grenade has set it up. They've
Two
taken
round.
down MPL.
Two round.
It's still back here, fighting for his life and fighting for the map as well. He jumps up. He gets
За энэ залууг одоо тэгэл.
They tap it once. They want to find out where
Diffuse
Perfecto is. They still
гүйцтэй.
don't know. And ice cold. He was waiting that whole time. They could have already
Халахтай шүү дээ. Дагараа бод авчих юм.
all the way through. They get the defuse.
Салгасан ёо. За перфекто боолгоос яасан шүү.
Хэрэл.
Нэг шанаа авцсан юм уу да наадлын хацар мацар айгүй эвгүй болцсон баха.
That's a good start to the retake. The nade towards the plant position makes Bit turn away from it just in
Энэ симплиг бүр амар шалаа.
danger. The retake begins, and they're able to take out NPL from the side, which can activate Brokey.
Гой шүү.
Perfecto goes for the double bluff, I guess. He calls it twice. They could
Салгаж өгөө яг хараад байдаг шиг.
Well, he might have also thought that they just because of the economy, right? It's I would.
За гоё шүү. Ямар ч тэнцээг нөгөөгүй ш.
Gonna happen. So in his mind, he's thinking, I've got at least another 5 seconds before this.
Одоо юу авах 5 раунд тий.
Хожил раунд.
Сая хожлын раунд авчихсан.
Ажлах. За нэг паустай үлдсэн үү?
Аа, фейс байхгүй хөө.
Физ дууссан баха.
Just
Биш дуусна. Дөрөвдөө авчихсан.
Сая энэний өмнө аваад дуусгасан.
Тийм.
Одоо 14 15 дээр л наав нэг авах бах та. Шоо.
Яа ч хэлчихсэн тэгж байлаа.
Тэгэхдээ
Аач хэрэглэхдээ хэрэглэсэн.
Хэрэлдсэн үү?
энийг авах болгоо юм биш үү?
Нэг аваад тэгсэнд нь хийж нэстэй. За хөөе, брокколи юу вэ?
За мэдсэн ш, ер нь орж ирж эзэлсэн. Электроникийн хоёрлын тал толддог юм байна л.
Рейн зурагсаад авах үлээ.
Энийг аваад чөөк үстэй.
Аюултай юм шүү дээ.
Флаштай гарч ирвэл яа н хоёлыг нөрөө хийчих үү.
Үсэх гэдэг. Сонссон да. Яа хоёул тэг. Одоо смогтой ухрал та аваасаа. Үний илүү гаргацаа.
Would have been great against that double setup once it was spotted out, but they just didn't have the resource in the right places. Now, good to encroach upon the A bomb site very quickly.
Рейний зарыг харж байгаа юм байна уу?
He can find Rain.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, it's just Brokey to defend. Rops is on his horse on the way over.
За
брокколи өрөө байна уу?
And Brokey spots one.
Байж
Nice
байна.
kill. And this hit is
Жилж
falling
байгаа
apart for
араас
Navi.
флаш идсэн.
Цав цагаан. Симпл юу ч харахгүй байгаа. Оо симпл.
Яна битгий.
Хэрэггүй. Аа тэгээ. Цаг баг. Цаг багхгүй. Цаггүй шатах байхгүй. Энэ химбэ? Каргаро симпл.
За гоё шүү. Балаа олголоо симплигүүр.
Алдчих.
За тэр шат.
Ширээгээ хух шаасан уу?
Кэбуртийн 3 үсэг дэшээ босоод ирсэн.
Тэр амар шаачгаа тий.
Пистач яг авах ч ш л аларч. Яа.
Симпл өөрөө бүр шок шаачлаа.
Сум байхгүйсэн сая. Эстрийн хамгийн сүүлийн сум байхгүйсэн.
Тий.
Аха.
Буудах шиг болох юм.
Уг сум байвал алхтана.
Чак гэж яасан.
За ахта нэг АК ичих гэж шаацсан биш наа чи.
Өөр авчихсан шүү баг.
Өөр аргагүй болоо шээсэн.
На перфектыг тоноо шаацсан юм шүү. 1500-тай.
Үсэж шээсэн.
With low economy each and every round, the force buys that you mentioned, labored buys mixed in.
You know what? There was a point in time, and Simple's having a performance like he's playing like we are, a year ago, basically.
We asked for it. We asked for the goat.
За Брокки снайпертай. Брокки снайпертай учир нь олдсон ш.
The way that he feels right now. Let's see what he could do. 3 people in the A bomb site, though. This is a strong read for FaZe right now.
Анаа мөг төрөж байсан. Цүүхэн л байгаа да. Бас.
За мөнгө төгрөг гоё олцсон ш. Мөнгө төгрөг айгүй гоё олцсон ш.
Ачаас зүгээр даад шааж байна.
Амар өрлөө бүр.
Авжи дээр ингэж шаах хэрэгтэй бүр юм. 10 бистэй гэж байна. 10 гэж.
3 скот зэрэг гүйж яхад нөө.
Тий. Ажираас нь тий. Бирээ тэгсэн зүг бүгдийг дарах юм.
За баялснаа. Энэ байн аваад амьсгаа тасан биш үү дээ.
Энийг аваад ирэн зих.
Нэг аваад тэгэл ер нь
Гоёс гот тий. Нави ер нь яг юу байдал юуд гэдэг.
Яа.
Гурн ороод ирлээ.
Ой 2 хүн бүр гоё орцсон байгаа юм шүү.
Нэг чи хаахгүй хөө. Тэг барьж. Өө я буугаад хэлж байгаа. Яага буугаад хэлж байгаа бол тэр бидтэй байлээ.
За бүр Carrigan бүр юм бүр хойгоор
Оо
төсөөр
бомбыг
тойрог.
харцгаа бүр.
Nice.
Бомбыг харцсан.
Энэ бүр яв басаад. Надаа смоктой шааж нэстэ.
Дуул нь смогчмөр юм.
Энэ дээрээс шалгалаа Carrigan. Эс хүн чинь байна хөө. Нэрчлээ.
Хоёр ирчлээ.
Carrigan яаж гарах вэ?
Яа.
Усаад гад. Ёо.
Twist takes a bullet to the head, and Perfecto is ready and waiting. If Brokey walks into this, he could be dead in one single click. 40 seconds here, and they're on a freeze now. They're saying there was a lot.
За яолол мэдчихтэй.
Let's just wait and see what they do.
Нүргөө одоо ороод ирвэл тэгэл боллоо доо.
Энэ бүр яа.
Айлын дэжээд байгаа юм би.
Броки.
Ярик.
Nice.
Шорт ой, шорт атаач.
Nice.
Ёо, nice.
Ямар гоё шат юм.
Арам хой.
Гой. Жиг чөөг шүү песта.
Ядаа
Амар раунд авлаа да. Жинки одоо хэрэлж байгаа хаа.
Шорт үнийг мэдчихээ тэгээ шорт руу харахгүй шат сая бүрээ.
Nice.
Наач. Чимээ
Зөө
ба.
гоё шааж байгаа өстэй. Гоё өстэй. Жиг асуурч юм өстэй.
Perfecto ак авсан шааж. Тэст Carrigan сте смоктсон бол тэр үү те?
Тий, тэнцэнэ смогтод. Угаас тэндээс ирэх нь тодорхой багч.
Чахныгийг шааж унгасан.
Тэгсэн. Сүмбэг аллаа. Клаштай он хойно атслаад байна. Ёо.
Болоотлоо шааж.
Гасалтлан шаалаа да.
Carrigan-ы бүр юу болчихжээ те.
Тийм ээ.
Тэр шууд хараад дараач гад.
Carrigan бүр зоригтой байна те.
Алт хамгүй болчихсон.
Зорсон. Унцаа. Авро. Үрээр унцаа.
Тэнд твит яа юу болох юм те.
Яа.
Тэр нэг сонд болчихгүй шахах. Шорт хоёр алчвал.
Нийт байхгүй юу тийшээ.
Нэг юм байхгүй. Хоёр пластай. 5 пластай.
Алаашаар зодтолтой одоо тэгэл.
Тэнд нэг гоё. Яг нэг гоё ирсэн юм.
Yes.
Нэг дэжээ тэрийг алцсан байна.
Ёо, ийм раунд.
Оо ямар раунд алт маркетинг.
Тэгж гоё явж ирсэн тийм раунд алдчихсан.
За гоё раунд.
Твист сая энд шал тэнэг өгч байгаа байхгүй.
Өөрөө сонд болчихсон.
Rain is being distracted by electronic, which allows bit an easy kill. It all comes crumbling. And one more time, Face have the battle.
Yes.
Such a low economy. 2 Deagles and MP.
Хоёр раунд.
Мулт
тийм үү?
Тэр юу болчихсон юм бэ?
Санийхыг аваад одоо ингээл айгүй гоё болчихсон юм.
Crazy rounds that are down to just some of the individual performances. Here we go running
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
Flames to take down MPL.
Гэмбл гоё.
Аашаа ботоо
A
орохгүй.
little bit wide, so they can still fight this if they want to, and they're going to smoke it off instead. They say
Ошоо уруугаар таар нь юу байгаа вэ? Магсаа байхгүй те.
Баггүй үстэй. Харт нөхөн байгаа шүү.
За гоё болцсон шүү. Гоё одоо байрлал айгуу давгүй.
One of the Deagles on the ground, and all the defense from FaZe is shifting. Twist decides to park himself at the B bomb site. Kerrigan calls them off. Brokey goes
Миний
back.
сэтгэлийн гүнтэх нууцсан хайр байна уу?
Carrigan гоё мэдээлэл аваад байна.
За лог харагдаагүй. Байхгүй залуусаа.
Гэтэ ирж байгаа.
Гівч.
Нэг шар явах. Ее. Конкор ёо. За мэдсэн те. Тэр бог наваа цаашаа гүйчих хаа.
За 3 эсрэг 3 буута 3 өндөр орж байгаа. Налаа шаачлаагүй.
26 секунд таах таа. Одоо пек юм шаачаад налахаар байна. Өө тэрнээ өгсөн юм.
Гой байранд орсон доо. Гой байранд орсон доо уг нь. Хоёулаа гой байранд орсон.
10 секунд.
За дуусаа.
GG.
За тэс раунд аваад хожигдчих байх зүгээр амар гоё байсан.
Нэг аваад дуусс те.
За.
Дараагийнх нь юу лээ? Мираж.
We got a lot of what we wanted. The two guys battling legacies and Counter-Strike delivering. It's just map 1. When we come back, we've got Mirage.
That's actually a funny story. I don't know if it's only on me, so
Perfect.
okay, I'll share. Maybe 2 weeks prior, I destroyed my phone, so I had just gotten a new phone. It was the newest iPhone at the time. Yeah, you know.
За 10 минут завсарлаа шаасан.
You have the toilet as like right here, and then you'd have like a window up here, a little bit curved, you know.
So you can see the bears coming.
Yeah. So I was a little bit. I was just like, I put my phone up there. All of a sudden, I hear someone, you know, like tries to, and it's Sonic.
Yeah.
I panicked that I thought that maybe I didn't lock the door.
Oh yeah.
So I'm standing here. My phone is up here.
Yeah.
I hit my phone with my elbow as the phone goes.
За би чинд болтарлаа сайхан. Амд орхон байна.
So my phone is lying in the toilet with my own pee in it.
Yeah.
So I just immediately like get my hand inside the toilet, realizing that the phone has gotten stuck because you know the toilet is like
On the curve.
so it's like in between. I'm just like trying to get that goddamn phone out. I finally get the phone out and I look at it. It's fine. It's working. I had my hands in my phone and oh my god, it was horrible. Sonic kind of also panicked because he heard from outside the door. A lot of things happened and he was like, "What the heck?" He didn't know it was me there. And then he said, "Hello." I was like, "Hi, it's just me, Danny. It's just me, Danny." He said, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I just dropped my phone in the toilet. There's pee everywhere."
Pants on your ankles, lying on the floor.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Stuck in the toilet.
It was horrible. And when I went back to the room to tell the guys that what I did,
10 каны амд оролттой
that was
нэлсэн.
a horrible thing.
Юу ахаа, юу 10k вэ?
This is the
The
phone.
same phone.
50 хамт алдах чиж шүү.
Аа.
50k-га нөгөө 50k-га шидэд одоо алдах гэж алдах гад байж чи юу 10k. Таны өгсөн 50k-гаар шидсэн штэ үүрээр.
Пэйж рүү бүгдийн нөө.
Гүй слип үсгээс тэ өглөө гуруулаа.
Аа тэрийг чи бас идсэн юм уу?
Тий, би чи өөрөө шидэх гээд ер нь цогоогоол
Ямар амир.
Тэгээ Mirage дээр контртаасаа яндар тааж байна те.
Өө сая зүгээр хожооч. Шоох.
Тэгээ цаал ярьж байна.
Арука нэг арука дөрөч бурхан минь. Бурхан арука минь аашаа.
Тэгээ.
За амар шүү. Дүүлээ шүү дээ. Би чам шууд.
Хүмүүс телевизээр биз та аашиг.
Бишигээ ингээд явуулчихараа. Сая. Я потент нь болол тавьчлаа л та сая. Затгалаа. Тэгэл гараа явуулаа өнөөдөр.
Үүлэн санахгүй.
Хоёр эстэй шүү. Нокс гэдэг.
Там жижиг хамаагүй гэдэг тийм.
Яа, сая унаач. Бүгдийн базаагаар.
Тоод гарна тийм.
140 хагны хот.
Яг 14 болцсон сая бүр гоё шаалаа.
Тэгэл хожиж айл юу нави мөнгөгүй.
Яг Жекос юм тийм. Сая.
Тэр
Тийш.
тэрний өмнөх раундн дээр сая 15 болгодгийн өмнөх раунд 15 болгодог раунд чинь яг байсан шүү дээ. Нэг перспективын ганц сейвлсэн яг акатай.
Нэг акатай тэгээд бас нь дигтэй.
And then we only got the pinnacle of this game, complete chaos to end it in Navi's favor.
Yes, so many twists and turns throughout the entirety of this series. Phase starting off really hot, but let's focus on the first half of this particular map. That was the CT side of Navi, and we took a random 7 down in the Mahone zone.
Нэг болчдгүй юм уу?
Nine панда гэдэг. Ачаад идчихээс өнөнийг.
At the start is an early 5v4 situation. Simple finds this kill onto Rain. And what I really want to highlight here is just this decision here from Navi to go away from this close monster setup. They're going to move away from this close monster setup, and they're actually essentially just going to give up the site. They're going to play all the way back. And what they're going to do is they're going to construct this boost here. Now Perfecto, as soon as he's up here, he still has eyes on the site, but more importantly, what this does is it puts FaZe into this particular position. Normally, when you hit towards the B side, when you go towards Monster, you're expecting all these close setups here. You're expecting a player maybe close left, maybe a player at the wood, maybe even a player at the pillar. Normally, to break these crossfires, you have to throw flashes. That's what FaZe do here. But this is really the value of being all the way far back. It's because all these flashes, they don't really affect you. You'll see that from Perfecto's point of view. As this hit comes in, because he's so far back and he has a wide angle, he's able to see when these flashes are coming through. He's able to dodge them. And in addition, even if he does get hit by one, the flashes are so far away that he doesn't really get that blind. This allows him to basically fight the site and just contain them in it. What this does for FaZe is that when they're here in the site, they're now uncertain of what's actually beyond this pit side. It basically makes it so that FaZe are really just stuck in this bubble right here. From Twist's point of view here towards pit, you'll see that he's unwilling to aggress past this angle because he's not really sure what's here. There could be a player behind here, there could be a player at Graffiti. At the same time, Rops over here towards short. He can't really peek beyond this angle on this right side. He can't peek beyond this because he doesn't know if there's somebody who's already posted up. What this does is it forces FaZe into an uncomfortable spot where they have to fight. Kerrigan, he tries to jump up. Perfecto still on this boost. He's able to punish. At the same time, Bit coming in from Connector. He knows that Rops is probably looking for a fight because it's 4v5. He's looking for a way back into the round. Bit takes a nice comfortable angle onto Rops. And then lastly, for Twist, as he's coming in, by the time he tries to get involved and takes the risk on Pit, he's already collapsed in on from all sides. Simple gets him from heaven, and then it puts him into a spot where he can catch Brokey as well. So beautiful stuff here from Navi, where it really just shows that after you get that initial pick, you can also fall back into the site and just contain FaZe into the B site and just make it so difficult for them to pull off the post plan.
And I love that breakdown from Danny as well because it illustrates really the small details that really were the building blocks of this game because we come into the second half, Navi win the pistol, convert the next two, FaZe then answer back with 3 of their own, and then Navi, they change the pace a little bit, don't they, Match?
Then there's a common theme, details and the B side. We can have a look at round number 22. It'll contain both of these elements I've just mentioned with Navi hitting the B side really quick. First of all, I guess the rhythm of that round is interesting. We'll discuss that later. Have a look at what Electronic does. Puts down the smoke, makes sure the attention is towards Catwalk, towards Short Rider, which means NPL has a free kill onto Twist, unbeknownst to Kerrigan hiding in the smoke behind. And just like that, couple of kills, we know Navi's quality when it comes to the clutch. Simple is very cleverly in the construction position, finds the kill, punishes, turns around, and he does what Simple does. But just two things, the amount of details being put into it and the rhythm, because prior to that, the first round of Navi also came with the back of a fast play, and that's how they were able to gain all of these seconds to play with the other.
And this seemed like this is a done deal, right?
Yes.
Navi is putting this to bed. After that, there's coming out like
extreme ban.
But Kerrigan was holding them in this individually, interestingly enough. And after that, we also have this crazy low-buy round. I think that's round 26, where a B push comes in to save kind of the bacon. You see
Тэгээд 3 урт ордог шатаа юм чаас сэрэнгүүтэй. Очсон сэрэгчдэг юм биш та.
Би юу?
Үгүй өөр нэг гай. Яг гоо чи жамтай яасан штэ. Тэгээд яг буцаад яг нам шаад. Чисэн чи бодлоо шатаа.
Өнөөдөр баярын өдөр.
Тэгээд борол нөгөө үстэй яг Юу ч цаа уурлаа шаардсан. Тэгээд энэ чинь нойр хүрдэг шаардсан.
Kind of shifted towards that bomb side, and Navi's been sucked into it. Rain has become invisible, and with the low HP advantage of the third one, beautiful shot by the way onto perfect.
Тэгээд 3 хүртэл хамтаа шаардсан.
This round, you could probably like write a movie.
50-наа тоглож ирсэн мэт гэсэн чинь.
10 minutes of video just based on this.
Тэгээд
It's like, oh, it's a Navi round, it's a phase round, it's a Navi round. What is going on? And then in the end, Rain being in that position on the B bomb side as the A player, probably not really expecting to be.
Mirage дээр чи фейс хэр ирнэ.
No one's ready for the trade, and yeah.
Хоёлаа л юм Mirage.
Хоёлаа үзтээ.
Mirage тэр хүүхдэд хоёр өстэй.
He had so many moments where he stepped up massively, and I'm not really that surprised. A player like him can make the best out of very complicated, unclear situations. Round 15 for Navi, I believe, is an opening with the AK, the sole AK that they have, where he finds twist on monsters.
Физикл авсан бол хажсан юм тий.
Towards the end as well, he's by the side of Simple to close it. So, props to Perfecto for this first map.
Well, we're looking at on the horizon as a second map and potentially the last destination for Navi.
Физикл тагараа твист авсан бол тэгээд амархай сонссон шүү дээ.
Амар чухал раунд. Амар гоё ойлгосон байсан шүү.
Гарбуугаад авах байсан. Тэгэл зүгээр шууд зүгээр хожицсан.
Гарбуун дээр яасан тийм атсан юм алдсан юм.
Гүү зүгээр шууд их толгойдуулаад бүгд дулаагаа сүрэл эхэлсэн дээр.
Тэгвэл ч юм.
I'm not going to call it a one-off. That'd be too critical, too harmful for Kerrigan, but he was one of the main difference makers for FaZe Clan. Do you think he's going to do that as well on the B side? He's been abused over the years quite a few times.
I don't know much.
Тэг Орсын тэмцээж байгаа сахиж байгаа гэж байна. Битбүүм гээд билээл тийм. Энэ ч гадрын тэмцээн.
Гүүн тэмцээн юм уу тийм.
Энд хор юм уу юу? Энд жиг хор ярьж байгаа хтаа л гэж бодоод байна.
Do you have to divvy up your energy when you come into a tournament and think about it the same way?
If you, for example, you talked about the major in Antwerpen in Belgium, like
фейз ч одоо ингээд эхэлдэг юм да одоо тэгээд.
We were actually
Эхэлсэн.
kind of surprised with the greeting we had from the crowd, where like, of course we were expecting them to cheer more for Navi, but they were kind of rough against us, and we were kind of surprised because we didn't find out until the introduction with the videos of the players and stuff, So when we were about to walk in, okay, they are not just cheering for Navi, they are also against us. A lot of them. I just gather in all that kind of energy and all those kind of vibes, and I bring them to the team. So that's why when we did the entrance, it was like, let me hear more. And there's also like this kind of famous photo where after I do the 1-against-2 against them on Inferno, where I think we reach map point or something, I'm like, come on, give me more. But that's not like maybe what you would always associate as a Cadian celebration, or maybe you would expect to stand up and scream. But that was a game where I knew it was more about just focusing on my team and us.
Навын камбэк шагаа хожигдвол бистэ амар сүрхэн шүү дээ.
Пэйж болохоор 17 сая хийж байна. Зөвхөн 56 сая. Цаад татах нэг өөр.
Цаад татах юм аа.
Банкнаас дээл аваад 10 сая дээл аваад нэг шагаал таад.
Цэцэг алгалсаа. Баярын ширээ. Замрлаг болоод бицугаад. Тэрзөтрэ адамдик ааш. Чидэм яд гэдэг лээ.
We are back once again. The second map is here. Production were just asking me if I feel nervous. I do feel nervous, Jason. I feel nervous for both these teams. The odds are saying that Na'Vi are going to be heavily favored. It's not really surprising. They did win their opponent's map pick, but how do you feel? Do you have the same anxiety?
Yo.
More nervous for FaZe at the moment, considering they're the ones backs against the wall. And I mean, the question I kind of posed to you too, right before we came live, is: are you really going to expect Kerrigan to be your top fragger, your highest impact player, 2 maps in a row? Because he was a big reason why FaZe was even in Overpass. A valiant effort from FaZe in the comeback on the first map. They fall short.
За эхэлчихнэ нөө. Байна уу? Хүн.
Байна. Эхлэх үйл байгаа юм шүү.
За эхэлж шүү дээ одоо.
За.
Одоо тэгэл гар буугаа аваад тэгээ одоо шүүрдээд эхлэмээр энэ юусэн шууд л. Хөө шууд ийшээ гөвдчих бэрүү.
Навигийн дав юм уу?
Тий. Оо за.
Сая пикэн дээр очигдсан юм байна шүү дээ. Данч өчтөр ингэж том.
One of them coming through the hallways, one of them coming through the catwalk, but they need an excellent headshot to begin with right here. And Roki, he'll deliver on the first one. Still, they are under a lot of pressure. They don't have the fuse kit, so they need to be lightning fast to try and get to the bomb site. They're already slowed down. MPL,
Nice.
Hold the phone a minute. Rain able to pick that one up. Electronic answering back and still in the fight. 2 versus 2, but that bomb is already very.
Яа.
Нэгийн зулгаагаал
хам дэлбэрч үхээд.
Бэлбэлт нь одоо л нэг биз дээ.
Гөлөгнүүд. Лагаанууд.
Тэгтээ яг хоорондоо амар бив шаацсан тэгээд дэлгэрсэн байсан юм шүү. Нави юу хоёр чинь хоорондоо тоглолт таардаг хоёр баг л да ядж яхад.
Бас висталцсан.
Хөөс шүү дээ.
There definitely was a moment. You're not wrong. They could have gone the other way. The lack of a diffuse kit in those pistol rounds is always so tricky to deal with.
За.
They bought a Deagle, they bought a P250 and a single smoke on Brokey.
Тэр стак.
Нэг даралт байна.
Is it just as if they get Molotov back there? I guess. I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you get Molotov and Twist runs out, then they will never suspect the second player to be in shadow.
Yeah, that's about all I've got. I think that's a good way to break it down. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Perfecto's the only one at the A bomb site. He's super passive. Most of this hit going to be coming from middle. Up connector and into the stack, but...
Орлоо доо. Хүссэн рүү л орлоо доо.
Юу ийгээд юм бэ?
Үгүй би оторлоо л гэж та хэдий яаж чанаа.
Ажил тарцсан.
Оо зөө.
Энэ лайв үзэхгүй юм уу?
Нэлийн дэмжиж байгаа та хэд?
Фэз л
Уулын фэзийг дэмжиж дээ. Тэгсэн чинь биз дээ сүрч мөрөд.
Нав ихний мап аваад нүгүйсэ. Тийм ч тийм. Хөгийн авчнууд бүгд хөгийн авчнууд үзий ядж байна.
За баялсан шууд уурандаа. Том уу галилнуудыг аа.
Some Galils to play around with. But they've dropped the bomb a little bit further back. Perfecto's in the A Palace checking that one out. Aggressive play in the middle from Kerrigan, but he's not finding anyone, he's not hearing anyone either. Na'Vi have determined to make this a slow round. Who can blame them?
Yeah, well, I mean, they know they have the utility advantage, right? They know a third round buy like this is going to be a lack of nades on the CT side. So play this one slow. Let them spend their utility. Get yourself another advantage for the late round executes. Kerrigan walking forward in transition, not yet spotted. NPL's got to be careful.
Nice дээ.
Okay amount of return damage.
За гоё штэ.
The second kill on the bit is really painful.
Timing there for Kerrigan was absolutely spot on. 3 versus 5. Perfecto. He wanted to make this a
nice.
Swing out, but now instead
Ямар гоё kill вэ?
Ямар гоё kill Брокигийн. Брокигоос гоё kill орж ирлээ.
Ой, тийм ч адаач ээ. Удаа.
Pistach var nif tarаад байгаа зүг юм
No, I mean, all Navi can really go for in this round is damage, and with Simple getting dinked up and forced back, and Perfecto's, as you mentioned, his position given up. Now they're aware of the possibility.
Сэрсэн баха.
Opportunities for Navi, so it just turns into a save. They sink back into safety.
Сэрт хэрэг байг юм уу?
From FaZe. A little bit of aggression everywhere. Kerrigan challenging B holes. Rops challenging top mid. Brokey challenging as the Molotov comes in towards window, and all three of them get their individual kills.
Тавуу сайн мэдээ.
Brought it up, and we were chatting about it a little bit in the break. You know, are you going to expect for Kerrigan to step it up in back-to-back games? I mean, that little peek right there says maybe, yeah. I mean, this is really confident, right? The timing better. Obviously, what you want is for Rops to get back.
Brocky энэ дэс бүр гоё аллаа сая. Үсэрч гараад.
Against Bad News Eagles. Yeah, that was just a stunning performance all across the board for Rops. He was a little bit disappeared on that first opening map, and maybe that's ultimately what cost them a bit too much.
Rops was the saving player. Clutch moments at the end of yesterday's overtime game on Mirage against Bad News Eagles, ended with 30 kills as well, and I mean, towards the end of it, he was just unstoppable.
Yeah.
Love to see that out of Rops to bring FaZe to a third map.
Yeah, I think we deserve that, don't we? Anubis to decide this whole
Андер удаан тоглолт хийгээд байгаа юм байна л да чаас.
Let him play another map.
One of them's going home, Anders.
I know.
You can't get that wish.
Simple хүн алаагүй явж шүү гоё. Уулна.
NPL applying that pressure he wanted to apply in the previous round.
Тухайн алдчихсан юм.
Галын насаачихгүйхэн шиг л тоглолдог ил.
A lot of people weren't happy with that one.
They really were not. Which is funny, I'm not gonna lie. They are crunching the middle slowly. Still a minute left. Electronic popping up out of the underpass. Bit and Simple coming in from the other side, and Rain started to feel a little bit too much pressure in the connector. Want to fall back from that one. NPL and Kerrigan are still having a bit of a standoff.
Simple зөв дэмжээд байвал хүн алдгүй юм байна шүү дээ.
Resulting from it yet. This is interesting though. Bit getting real close. One good flash around the corner, and he might be able to do this. But no flashes are thrown, and instead Rob is going to be able to pick up the kill.
Хараад руу яхад.
He might be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to get the return.
Twist.
Bit surprised that Twist wasn't able to help out Rob's.
Twist can do
Maybe they're going to be able to sort of combine for a little bit more. NPL's down to 6 health, and it's a 4-on-4 with 30 seconds left.
All footsteps are heard. Makes his move, transfers over, good headshot onto Rain.
Өөрөө болсон. Тэр бүр нифтэй юм. За гоё да. Proxy. Simple ачмаар. За гоё.
Nice. За улаан том.
6 том. Бам дэвтэр өгөх гэдэг шүү дээ.
Тавлаа мэдөө. Мэдөө. Үгүй хаа аниа.
You could even see it here when they throw the bomb onto electronic and it ultimately falls off the stairs. But they just didn't have anyone.
Цуцуг гараад бисэл эвгүй те энэ.
Эвгүй.
Yeah, no utility means they had to swing.
Хамургаш яриад.
Ой. Нээц юм уу? Доо ага эцэгсэн.
Цаачаа ойрлоод шүү дээ.
Харин мэдхгүй ч нэ YouTube руу ч орцсон тэгэл. Хоцрогдолд ороо шатчихгүй. За явчаад ир.
За пэр орхонтой. Ороод ир мул алар мэн. Дахиад хүн байгаа сте. Kerrigan-тай ганцаараа юм уу Kerrigan? Твист юм уу? Голд 3 боо юм те.
Ингүүс даруулдаг байгаа шүү.
Simple чи батагаад ирээ.
Хөөж алаач манайх бүлгийг. Амар улаан цай тийм физийн тал тайлбар хийж идэг шиг тим каст.
Эвгүй реакшн те. Ахоо гоо.
Улаан цай бүр физийг хөгцсөн тим каст хийж идэг шээ.
Яг тэгээ пэцэс гэдэг авдгийн.
Пэцэсний 100k авах гээд үзэж шээ.
Би бас нэг 100 авах гээд байгаа лөө.
Чи 80 ав.
Би 80 ав.
Нэг нь 100-т нэг нь 80-тан болох нь дээ.
Чи хэдтэн болох вэ?
Гочлон гişа.
Яах вэ? Тэгээ бүгдээрээ нийлээд 200-ыг авах.
Яг зүгээр тэгэл. Аа. За тоёсто жоохон цуг ярихаас хөнгөө.
Энэ баяыг авсаар л тэгэл 5-2 моёр гээл ороод ирж штэ тоглолт.
Үл нь харагцаа.
Баригдаа.
Эрхийн урууг нь хуг буудлаа үг нь шүү.
Тэглээ. Эрхийн урууг нь нөгөө талаар нь харцлан буудлаа.
Ёо наас ч одоо суугаад байгаа биш үү хөлн өвдөд биш үү.
За ер нь жоохон назалтай удааша.
Бараг сэлгэж юм шүү дээ.
Орох гээд байна. Ар орох гээд байна.
Ороод.
Ороод. Стак 3 стак ороод.
Жоохон нэг алаад тэгээд нав юу нэг чадахгүй.
Харцсан сүүтрийг харцсан.
Сүүтрийг хараа шаасан.
YouTube хоцроод байгаа юм уу? Яагаад байгаа юм бол?
Хоцор.
Яагаад байгаа юм бэ?
Дэлгэрт юм.
Чи энэ Discord-ны линкээр үз.
За Discord-ны лайв яраа. YouTube хоцроо шүү дээ.
Сэв үү? Орч чадахгүй сэвлээд энэ бүр.
Хоёртой үнтэй тоглож яадаг юм доо бэ?
Гой станд оруулахгүй байх л.
За бичиг цаасаа үзэл эхэллээ дээ.
За яха.
Ямар заяа?
Заяах байхгүй юм.
Чи ч одоо юу яриад байгаа юм бэ мэнхүү? Бүтгэр жаахан дүүмэндээ.
Жаахан дүүмэндээ доо ш.
Далчны маа хаана гээзээ. Шүү.
Нэгтэй ичтэй хүчээр орлоо.
Хэн бэ юу болоод байна?
Мэдгүй юм хөл бөмбөг шаачваа гэж.
За бүр хувхаа мөнгөгүй болтлоо баярлалаа да.
I think that really underscores the gravity of the game, right?
Like,
it shows you that everyone understands what is on the line in terms of the history, in terms of surviving or continuing on in the tournament, qualifying for the champion stage. Everything is right here.
Бэтэр жоохон тоолж үзэх гэдэг нь.
Хасаа байж идэг шатаа.
The most constrictive, the most positive game that they can at all. Just trying to make every single round.
Тоглолтод.
Maybe that even results in some of those rounds we just saw, right? When Navi, they just can't really get through. They don't want to risk trying to get another jump down. They don't want to risk trying to force their way into the corner. Instead, they save the weapons and try to fight back into this one.
За, connector. Roft чихэлтэй нөө. Харцсан.
Now that's a risk. He walked right through it. If there's someone on the other side,
Чигээ талгаар байна.
Smoke up to try and hold back. Simple. Check it in the middle of the smoke actually popping. Rain is on the other side. Just fearless. Both of them. Does he realize he has no idea? Rain's actually maybe won this round already. 3 versus 4, sure, but he's got to be aware. He's going to come back for it. The bomb is right there in the open. It's a good kill. Simple now realizes.
Nice.
Oh, энэ шаачаачтай.
Тэр улаан гэсэн юм уу?
Тай.
I thought he had that last one. It's on twist now. No question about it. Has a smoke as well.
Smoke айла. Тэ салгаж хараатай.
Just fine. He has the kit as well and he's going to go straight for it.
Ой, сайхан боо. Үйлээ шахаад юм уу?
Нулимсийн туслаа да тусаалаа.
Сиплэ гоё шахаад.
Тэглээ.
Үгүй таттай.
Just a little bit confused on it. Potentially one of his teammates could have already killed him. That's a beautiful way for Ray to get his team in the round. Clutch from Twist.
За зураг уу.
Зараг. Дахиад баясаа бомб тавьцсан. Рейнборс гой зүрлээ сая. За, перспектив палс.
Баа ингээд ороод ир болгонд.
Нөө Вестам нэг 16 2 таасан. Боддог шүү.
Амар үзээ яд талкаст хийдэг.
Навгийн бүр үзээ яддаг.
Баг биш зүгээр мөнгө шүтээ шагантай.
Чихээс шүү. Бүр орч чадхаа боллоо шүү.
Орч чадхаа шүү дээ. Тэгвэл судлаа мапаар алхаад алхаасаа.
Худлаа наашаа шаашаа яваал.
Юм шидэ.
Цаг алаа шаагаад.
Энэ тоглоомын дууг жоох нэмгүй мужааг.
За бэр орсон.
Тэгэхээр яриад байгаа байлгүй өстой бас нэг юм.
Копи. За мэдчихлээ бүр би орсон.
Хүлийн чимээ сонсомоор шүү дээ.
За чангалцаа. Гүү та чангалсангүй шүү дээ сая.
Болохоор байна.
За цаарга бүр
За тийрсэн нави тийрсэн одоо тийрс бат одоо байгаагаа бүгдийг бэц дээр тавь заагаад.
Эргэн бүрээр
That's the second or third time Kerrigan's played that position, and I don't believe he played it a whole lot yesterday against Bad News Eagles. He was way more into the bomb site. They were way more kind of giving that space, that execute space over to Bad News Eagles. This time switching it up, and Kerrigan played a defensive style at the B.
Дахиад шаранда 40 мянган бай хийчлээ. За.
Та юунаас юу лээ?
Twitch цэг юм.
But no bomb plant. Tech9s and a Deagle. They're going to try and really see if they can test Kerrigan's limits.
Kerrigan чин big bot юм шүү дээ.
So lethal though. This is the kind of round that can definitely work. They got Brokey still in the
За чихэлт орсон дахиад.
Kerrigan's big daачдаг юм да.
Twist is ready and waiting for them. Counter grenades are coming out and this defense.
Энэ даад юм байна уу?
He's the only casualty
for the FaZe. Даад юм байна. Даад Kerrigan гэд мэдгүй юу?
They have locked Na'Vi out of this right now. They've got an almost infinite amount of money at this point.
За tilt авсан, pause авсан.
They're looking for any opening they can get. Second time out used.
Yeah, they have to. Guns are going to come out again. Even a B-pop not giving him a whole lot of success. Just one kill around.
I'd be interested to see just a plain walk out of that A palace with like 2 or 3 people with no flashes thrown really. Just try to see if you can just beat the timing of that A. Because it's different from what they've been trying so far.
Yeah, might see it soon. They haven't really gotten a whole lot from like the mid presence. They haven't really gotten a whole lot coming up. I mean, they haven't got a whole lot anywhere on the map really. If they continue to get battered, maybe they get that desperate to go for it.
They have the players for it, right? They definitely have the firepower to send someone in. Obviously, danger is if Brokey's holding it, then you're probably not going to have that much success with it. AKs across the board for Na'Vi.
Still not buried in this half yet. Still plenty of time for Na'Vi to claw this one back.
True.
To turn the tides, but the problem is money. Twist and Kerrigan have over 10,000. Brokey's right there as well. Rops is right at 9,800. There's so much cash for FaZe, so many rounds they can buy. Navi's got to do this in a very difficult situation.
Hera авцаа.
And a different look for Kerrigan. He's picked up the orc. He's holding a very gap angle towards the B hallway. It's going to be hard to see, especially if you're used to him now being up on the ledge instead.
They're going to pitch this B bomb site. Kerrigan, but they want to attack 2 up catwalk towards the B bomb site. All Twist. With the smoke as well. Rops is still in ladder room. Kerrigan goes 1 for 1. Twist on catwalk. Reinforcements a long way away, but the bomb is disconnected. Perfecto can't really press the issue. Good kill on the Lord from Electronic, and all of a sudden it cracks open. Plan B works.
Bomb
Yeah, the fact that it's the bomb there was a bit of a nightmare. And Electronic, he's already tagged up a little bit. 30 seconds. This, I mean, it seemed like a lot of time, but it isn't. You have to find that bomb in there.
And they knew Perfecto was in B halls. They knew there was one person
City
still
бол
applying pressure,
мэдчихэндээ
dropping a
Brocky.
utility.
Одоо
Nice.
болдог.
Nice. Broccoli. За гоё.
Perfecto as well. You are absolutely
Аандар юм биш үү дээ. Аандар юм хаа гэлэгнүүд.
Аа тийм ээ.
Одоо бүр аандар маандар гэж байна.
Муухай огсож байгаа шүү.
Аа гэлэгнүүд тийм.
Баавал тэгэл өөдсөн гэнэ. Навэ.
Twist would have had to get up. Probably Robs would have had to
За
get up.
Brocky Carragher сайн тоглоод байгаа ч юу н учиртай шүү.
That's 8 in a row if you're keeping score at home.
Yeah, and absolutely nothing working for Na'Vi. Tech 9 in armor. Simple's going to save for the AWP. Just a Glock. Now that actually runs back now. He's going to buy up a Deagle and more utility. A set piece with pistols.
Look at Twist.
Can they swarm this defense?
He is all the way at the top mid.
Яа тэгж мэдээлэл өгч байгаа юм да.
Now Robs coming over to help on out. Molotov to try and slow it down. That'll force them to
Nice.
right through. That's interesting, but not going to make a difference.
Trying to catch you off guard, willing to take the damage to get the surprise factor, and once again,
За.
that is the fifth flawless round coming from FaZe in this first half.
This is dominant. Robs is now at 16
За. Наа симпл чи шаналж мандалсан царай гаргаж.
And dropping a weapon over to his teammate.
Domination, Jason.
Өвчин зовдондоо шаналж өгөх ашиг.
They are in a very tough position.
Excuse me again. 9-2.
What can Na'Vi do? I wasn't expecting
За, гоё
this. Oh,
штэ.
that's so grim for FaZe having lost their own map pick.
Yo.
Back into it. Good shot for Simple.
Two good shots. He got Brokey down to 2 HP
Арай
as
жоох
well. I don't know how he's
огшчуу
done 98
яач
damage, but he did get the clean kill onto Brokey, who's very, very low. That's the first opening in a long time, and Bit's going to build upon it. Kerrigan tries to get aggressive on Catwalk and is picked off.
Буруу огшлтын одоо яаж сэргээх вэ?
They are at the A bomb side, but they can't easily help each other out in this position. Sprays.
Brain's
going to go down anyway, and Twist. There was too much to handle.
Нэг тоглолт авлаа л таа мөн.
And for once, something will work out. Having lost 9 rounds in a row, Na'Vi are going to be able to at least pick this one up. And I think what you said is so important, right? They're not buried yet. There's still a way that Na'Vi can.
Хангалттай биш. Хизээч хангалттай гэж байхгүй. Миний орсон баг руу.
2 or 3 is not going to be it, but you know, you get up to the 5 mark and maybe it's a bit different. Now, the other problem though is that
Симплэгтээс гол дуулахт нь араас нь гарч ирсэн бол дуусчихгүй гэнэ тий.
Yeah, that reset if it comes in is only really going to impact 1 round.
Yeah.
And Na'Vi have no motivation to hunt down this op. Started in the game. Simple providing an
Харагдсан юм байна л да яг.
Тийм. Ямар сохор юм бэ өө.
Цэц дээр нь ярьж ирсэн толгойд нь буудаж алж ирсэн.
Наа чи яг буудахтаа салгалаад байгаа байхгүй маус.
100 татсан юм шиг гартай биш үү?
Саалтных 3 саалтных.
Tactically getting beat a couple of
Солоогоор саадхийг мэдгүй юм баг та.
Individually getting beat a number of times.
Смолис дабл нэтлэх юм уу?
Even a whole lot of bomb plants. Only 1 bomb plant throughout that stretch of 9 rounds that FaZe wins.
Yeah, dear God, that's
Хоёр давхар гинж минь шаацсан. Бурцаацсан юм шүү дээ.
Let's put it like that.
Өчтөр Монтег эсрэг ороод тустаачаа.
One round win can change the whole outlook of the team. I don't know if he's necessarily one of them right now, but they need to springboard their way back into this one because
Марч мөнгө төгрөг задлаа юм байна шүү дээ. Раунд дуслаа.
It might be true that we want it just to watch these
За буцаад нэгтэршээ. Цэгтрээ.
Na'Vi, they want to finish it right now, and surely 1 round win is going to get them feeling a little bit better. AK in hand. Wants to see if he could find some pressure. He's inside of the smoke and jumps up just as it fades and gets the opening on Robs. Well aware that someone could be in the corner. Going to throw in a couple of nades around there. Rain is still hiding. And MPL is on the other side. Rain is really boxed in at the moment.
Yeah, but look at the way Na'Vi is taking advantage of this opening kill. Really pressuring into the A bomb site. Good fight.
Kerrigan ингэхгүй шүү дээ хамаа.
Зүгээр байр
find information to find the follow-up play. It's not there. Na'Vi's applying so much pressure without being committed.
Ухарсан. Роки өндөр авсан байна.
Map control манайх илүү шүү дээ.
And now readjusting.
Роки цитэр бүчлээ.
Brokey's already made his way out. I don't know if they heard him running away, but either way, they're in a position where they can probably punish him. If they can connector and swing the window at the same time, if he's still in jungle, they should be able to find him.
За нийт чи 2G-гээр яваа шат шүү.
Rail гоё шахам байна да.
Which gives Brokey a lot of lines of sight. Now he's moved away from
Brokey
ticket lead,
яа
which
гэж.
could have given him
Тэний хоёр хойлын бэлтгэх мэт байх ба.
Байж тээ одоо зэгсэх гэдэг.
20 seconds left. The bomb was on his back. That could have been the end of the round. It's not. They will fight their way back. They find Brokey as well. And a fourth round being picked up here by Na'Vi. That was
Сая Simple-ийг зэгслээл тэгэл тэндэ.
much more scary than it seemed.
Yeah, it did feel that way as well.
Simple-ийг алдсан бол тэгээд юу ачиж байгаа юм наа чи ингээд.
Insane timing for Electronic.
Back-to-back opening
Энэ carry-гийн шат димиг өгч байгаа.
In fact, Bit turning both of those rounds into 5-on-3s.
9-3 юм явууллаа л да.
Very tough quick shot from Simple onto Rain.
Яа.
Not happy about it. Brokey still has
괜찮아.
괜찮아요.
괜찮아 시다. 다 괜찮아.
I mean, he's going to drop a weapon, I guess, to maximize economy after this round, but nobody else really needs it.
Одоо дараагийн тоглолт Ania өстэй.
No, they're going to be fine in that sense.
아니요 시다.
Часан бодаа.
Slowly but surely, 2 rounds in a row. Two pretty
나위 집에 가자 왔어 시다.
Yeah, they have been looking really, really good all of a sudden.
And they haven't really changed too much in the game plan, right?
За, манайх аль баавс авсан бэ?
Confidence despite the fact that it was such a harsh streak that phase goes on.
Пацаа.
The game plan and it's working.
Simple in the one round.
Жохон огших гэдэг хэрн болиулчлаа тий. Одоо буцаад зэгцэрья залуучуудаа. Одоо ингэж даврахгүй. Carry-гийн бичиг хөгшин ч гэсэн бистам тэгж гөөлтөхгүй юм лагаа минь иргүү ацаам.
14th round.
이 나고로 개 이거도 있어 나스 버스 아요.
Нэг юм бөөгийн улаан утас байгаа даа.
Хиний
winning 9 in a row. I mean, they're still going to be happy going into the first half. They're still going to feel like
бөө
they're
хаа.
going to take the map.
Бөө наача.
Харагдаад байгаа.
There's going to be a bit of
와슨 юм биш үү?
Наач нэг тийм цүнхэндээ хизмэцээ авч яваад идэх гэсэн. Хуцсан юм ярьсан мэрсэн.
걔를 소프트 걔보드 руугаа будаа цацсан шаач.
Simple зэгцээ.
Яа на босоо амтаа үлдчихлээ.
He is so lucky to be alive.
Така.
I thought for sure they were throwing flashes.
Чимхэд алчна гэж байхгүй.
Was going to be an HE.
Толгоор нь флаш шидэд.
He's going to be fine for the minute.
Болонд чи хүн байхгүй. Хөмсгөө зангидахад л өгөхээр энэ даа болсон.
To be close if there was some sort of execute and Carrigan is still anchoring the B bomb side. And Rain and Robs doubling up on the ramp.
They've had a lot of success with this aggression. They've had a lot of success with these forward.
За гой байрлал шүү Robs.
Slide into things. NPL's coming. He's got a flashbang. They don't use it. They don't use it and Robs has the first aggressive
Nice.
Another and once again this defense.
Oh.
NPL falls as well. That's the ball.
Simple руу нэг
одоо энийг жинхэнэ өмсгөө зангидчихэж чад.
Simple руу буугаад хитчих.
Шүлсэн хаяалаа. Picture 25 байлаа та.
Also you can see the potential.
Жоохот цэртэй шиг хайхад алхад бай тээ.
Яг нүднийх цэцгэр нь цэрээ хаяал.
And not waiting for the flashbang. I mean, it is always going to be a risk versus reward kind of scenario.
That's одоо тэгээ шээж штэ наад ч одоо шээж штэ.
So instead they try and go straight at them and they get absolutely wrecked down on that ramp. Simple with one health.
Чи одоо огшихгүй л дээ. Сая робо ханаас бүгдийн цаг найз тэгээд.
Going into the 15th round. We're getting there slowly but surely. Rain the double.
Carry-гийн маргийн түүхэндээ дарих байлцсан байна одоо.
And still look at the even scoreline on phase. Top fragging is Rain at 11 and Carrigan is 9 kills.
No, it's great. It's
quite a team performance.
Yeah, all 5 players. I mean, that speaks to the dominance that they had. Everyone delivering across the map. Na'Vi spent most of this half just kind of trying to find any kind of a weakness, trying to find any kind of success, and it took them a long time to get it. And they still haven't really been able to penetrate any kind of aggressive stance at A ramp. Final round of the first half.
За 11-4 байна
있어.
уу?
있어요?
있어. 자, 너 겐돌게 샷 좀.
Running right for the smoke. NPL again. There's that run out of the palace that
Амар.
Nice. Ямар гоё юм бэ?
4 on 5. Even if Rain is a bit tagged up, Electronic is on a very late flank through. But if they get a bomb back, oh, he's going to be found. Robs holding it with the second AWP down in the underpass. That is absolutely perfect. Now it's a 3 on 5. Rain is still playing in front here. He might be low on health, but all he needs is one AK bullet. Find a headshot, and they might be good to go. Bit. If he got peeked there, he would have been dead. Still might be.
Nice. Зам хэлбэртэй хизээч калаач авч байгаагүй мал алга.
Энэ хин.
Түү юм уу? Гөлөг. Амар хараад гişээсэн.
Яана. Улс орондоо шууд дамжуулж байгаа өстэй.
Тийм шүү дээ.
We've actually got the interview that you did with Bank.
Өөрөөхөө л байсан дээр шүү тийм биз.
Өөрийнхөө бэтэнд л үнчээ. Аашаа.
Дараагийн map ихэд юу юм ер нь гараа.
Дугааваа эхлээ энэ map-д дуусгаад.
А тийм үү.
Best орсон юм уу те?
Өөрөөр
Best.
Нар жаргахад дуусгаар байна да.
Нар жаргалаа дууслаа.
Ажлгүй байсан бол уулзааш авахгүй юу?
Юу гэж хамтаа уулзч идэв онор. Балаа маш. Түү пласт төрүүлсэн. Пласт төрүүллээ. Мажараас мултарлаа.
I just kept thinking the word bittersweet. After some time now, could you break down what this moment was like?
I can say that I don't have any tattoos, and for the first time in my life, I considered getting a tattoo of a roller coaster because that was how that year felt for me. And this was obviously one of the biggest fights.
Was it hard to enjoy the moment?
Ачи үзнэгээд амьд байхдаа зүтгээд байсан юм аа.
I was walking down the stairs after we won and we were going to the trophy and already there I thought I feel lucky that I haven't lost anyone that I loved before this.
Уулын усан сугсраад
Bigger and more important than CS.
Which
I kind of forgot. It was definitely not easy to enjoy.
За одоо ганц удаа гар бууга авчих фейс гойж ин нэрээ.
Нэрээс авсангүй тэ нэрээ нэг.
Аль нэг талдаа гар бууга бол хожих гээд байгаа шүү шууд. За ингээд гар бууга авсан бол ингээ юу гэсэн үг юм бэ? 14, 13 аашаа.
Бараг 15 нэг юм биш үү? 14 нэг.
Тийм л юм болоод байгаа юм л да. Уул нь бол дөрмөндөө түүхэндээ. Сейчас загрууцка компакт дискэнтэй тийм байгаа байхгүй бүр.
Тэнд баярлалаа хүмүүс бүгд бэт нунж юмсан.
Байна. Урт удаан амьдрал хүлээж юм бид үдээ.
Энэний дараа дахиад энэ дээр хожижвол дахиад нэг map байгаа.
Биднэрт байгаа шүү.
Юм гэдэг тийм амар биш шүү.
Юм гэдэг чи учир жамцантай жамцан гэдэг чи одоо манаа үгүй шүү дээ.
Ич одоо жамцангийн ачжак.
Янцгийн эцэс шүү дээ ч одоо. Би ч одоо янцгийн эцсийн доор л байдаг байлаа шүү дээ. Логин хак шааж энэ тэ.
Communication to win a round.
За
They called everything. They knew symbols alone. They said it go.
Хоёр класстай.
They knew where the last two players were. They had such a grasp of it. And that's why they had 11 rounds.
За сухсраа шултраа татчихаач.
Байхгүй юм шиг.
Араа зүгээр.
Буцаад 10.
Техно шиг ачаач голонкор та.
Гүгээд орсон.
Боо энийг алчаач чаалаад явуулчаач.
Ашгүй яхтээ. Бомбо тавьчих одоо гойс.
Одоо наав сэвэлчиж.
Наваа сэвэлчтэй те.
Одоо наав сэвэлч.
Сураагүй биш гээ.
Дроп гой байранд авцаа.
Гой. За бүрстэ авсаа манайх шаацсан.
Яа гой.
Өөртөө буруу мэпэ сонголоо шүү дээ.
Чихээч юм уу лалрыг. Мал авцаа маач юм уу лалраа манайх шаахгүй шүү дээ.
Яг л бэтиг тэмчээ шаа.
Одоо улаан цагаанда гарсаа юмста цайсан юмста. Би Петростоо хохин наашаах.
Наваа үтж байгаа хүмүүс одоо бушуухан гараа.
Good boys. Good boys hand job.
Put any pressure on the remaining tees. They just know everything.
And Navi just realized if you're going to make this comeback happen, it's got to be with guns.
Yeah.
They sit this round out, wait for the rifles to come on board. Simple with the Deagle, PT50 on electronic, and that's it.
Андра гэдэг.
13-4. It looks impossible, but I mean it isn't, right? We know that these comebacks can happen.
Well, think of it this way too. Like we've heard
Бэ наа чи өөрөөхөр орж байгаа
gave
шүү
an interview before the major even began.
Эхнийх дээр овер ороод энэ дээр фед 16 дөрвөөс хожно гэдэг корректсгээр таацсан гинэ. Тэгэж шүү.
Was playing poorly to close out maps. They seem to hit a wall these days when they get to 13, 14, 15 rounds. We saw that huge from B&E yesterday. Series away from FaZe. So if you're FaZe, this does not.
За, Брокли гоё шүү. Брокли гоё байранд орсон.
Брокли мэдээд байна л та.
Navi somehow getting a little bit too much in this round already. They have the Galeals. I almost wonder if they want to try. They might be going for it.
Брокко
Pretty
тавьсан.
valuable even in the next round, right? You could have a lot more utility than otherwise you would have been able to. NPL is going to be sneaking on through and Rocks.
За GG гэсэн. Наваа одоо шууд тийрээ болсоо.
ГГ. ГГ стрип тацэдтэй тослол гэж хэлээ да нэр.
Again, this is elimination game at the major or qualification game, whichever way you want to look at it.
Зихэн 100% игээд юм сэлж пистач ямар муухай хард юм бэ сая.
Зав харж байгаас нэг ааштай авгаа шиг писта.
Тийм балер бист нэг орс бүдүү авгаа шиг шааж шүү дээ.
Хамаг самганы нөхөр нь 7 хоног шаацсан юм шиг л хардаг шаа.
Can't afford it quite yet. Gotta get started.
Үнийг бас арай муухай хэлээд байна.
Тэгээ олоод уулзгалтай биз таа.
Одоо хайж ирээд уулзаад эрдэнтэй сургалаад олоод уулзгалтай монохон хөлөг харилж юм.
Хөлгийг харъя л таа. Тосож аваад уулздаг юмсан.
Тосож аваад байдаг шүү. Тосож аваад бистэ өндөрлөг рүү гаргаад төрүүлээ ичээл та хадтаа бол агуур гэж хагаад.
Надад ч хүрээдэх юм бол бистэ дандаа орсуудыг гаргаад ирэх юм шүү. Яа таа гэдэг. Та нар ч байлж байгаа үстэй гэдэг.
Really tight mid defense for Navi, but how long is that going to stay for?
За энэ смог дууслаа асуудал шийдэгдлээ.
With no utility, right? He has no molotov to
Шууд хоёр нээд саваач авдаг шүү.
I don't even know how you defend this properly. I'm going to call it out right now and say I need some help at the moment. It's a really incredible transfer. He tracked him. That's actually really
Гой штэ. Хүн алдахгүй дуусгах гэж надад хэлж удаа харж байгаа.
Хатаа манах террор там балаа юм уу чи ч одоо балаа авсан
ойлгохгүй юм аа.
Ингээд ургуургээ ажиллах. На Discord-оос гар зайл муу лаасар.
Үгүй одоо тэгээд авчих штэ хараач тийм 3-1 штэ асуудал шүү дээ. Зөхгүй штэ бро.
Цатэр ихний орсон үнд эхлээд онгох байсан юм л да.
Хоёр хүн алаач Robs.
Ядчаа.
That's a victory of sorts. Now comes the real drop. Facto handles business. But give all credit.
Сая хог жоохон дутуу орчоо.
No utility in a weaker weapon and he still finds 3 kills.
Визтэй манараад навыг битгий яатаж байгаа.
Чамаас бүх юм бол.
Татас болчлаа сая. Та sorry манайхаа. Лайв үзэж байгаа.
Тэр хоёр хүмүүнийг яваа хайргүй шаач байв.
He didn't reload after the first go. At 10 bullets left for the second kill that he got there. So well played.
And helped out by
За снайпер аваагүй юу? Брокки. Welcome.
FaZe relegated back to upgraded pistols.
Oh, this could get interesting if they want to. They actually could put some real pressure on this bomb side. They have smokes. They have a lot here to work with. They just need that first grenade to get rid of it, and then maybe they can get the bomb behind it. Let's see. Little bit of a grenade coming out. No Molotov to his position.
Гоё штэ өөрөө гарч өгчлээ тань гоо.
Тэглээ.
Only the one kill. Twist still with a pretty good return.
Бомб тавьчихдаг.
Robs is trying to put the pressure on and clear as far into the bomb site as he possibly can. Gonna get flashed.
CT-г авах гэдэг юм шиг өөрөө тааж авахгүй байна.
Thought maybe he would try and put some pressure on. Deep flash now.
Ой, за гоё. За бүр гоё.
гоё хүчтэй.
Энийг хүчирхийлчих байна уу? Өмдөө шовтлон бол алрыг.
Гоё. Энэ зүхтэн штэ энэ тэгэр авгаа гэж шоо.
Сүмбэг одоо хурганы ярьс мэрсэн толгонд нь угалж байгаа боогод.
Биш 2 HP байхгүй.
Ой, орж ирээд.
Фейк хийж байгаа юм байна.
Underhands the smoke, taps it once. They're going to be coming around. They have to check it. There's a good spray. Rob's on the other side, and this time he's got no time left. Simple. He
За авсан бэ.
Гоё шүү, форс авсан. Яа. Пиздис гэдэг намдаа.
Одоо нөгөө үеийг хараад байснаа чаа. Чаг бол алруу дээр.
Одоо мэддэг бүх орсон, мэддэг бүх орсоогүй ялж байгаа шүү. Пиздис идиот найхаа зайбол.
Сука блядь.
Сука пидя загротка компакт диск гэдэг.
And boy does Rain deliver a good headshot as electronic comes through the smoke.
Амар боорс байлаа.
Add that deagle for good measure. What a great win for FaZe. 14-5 and now you're certainly deflated if you're Na'Vi.
Yeah, that was your comeback moment. That's what you needed to win it. And now it's very, very hard to imagine a road back. 14-5. That deep position, the fact that they kept pushing that CT spawn, never allowed Na'Vi any kind of room to set up a retake with, absolutely important. Simple's pushed up real far in the palace to get a chance to see what's going on. Didn't feel anything over there. Middle though, with what you got on the CT side. Not that much to play around with.
No, not at all. And again, on the NPL at the speed bomb site, he's going to be alone with the 5-7, and this time I don't think he's going to be delivering a double kill. Pinch from Catwalk as well. Flashbang absolutely nothing. Broke already got the angle.
Энэ ингээд нугас үстэй тас үстэй нугас.
Үгүй шүү дээ.
Сэвэлж байгаа юм байна л да.
Сэвэлж байгаа маа.
Тийм байна.
Хавцах байгаа маа яаш яа юу юм бэ?
Тийм л юм байна.
Сүүргээл 3 ороод
than what we've seen throughout the tournament so far. 15-5.
Навь орох юм байна. Навь орох уу?
Навь юу?
They smoke off connected.
Тэгэж нэрээ чи.
Зүгээр л the ladder room and then they just make a beeline.
Яа, хацгаад байгаа юм шүү. Сэвэлж үлээд.
Very, very decisive call coming out of the FaZe camp.
Тэгэхэд л байгаа юм шиг шүү бодвол.
15-5.
15-5.
Is very, very one-sided. Nothing like what we saw in Overpass. A lot more.
Сайхан тав байна уу?
Сайхан тав байна.
Starting the first half, well, they lost 2, but then they won.
Одоо өрөөсөөлө дараагийн мap руу оруулаад бүр 25-5 болгочихмор байна. Шок.
This is I don't really have any more words to describe.
35-5-аар дуусчихмаар их яа.
Fully prepared. This has been an excellent showing.
3-р map нь юу вэ? Anubis үстэй. Anubis дээр чинь ямар ч зэрэггүй юм байл шүү дээ. Now it's
юу гоо зэрэггүй.
Монтод бүр арьсаа хуулуулаа сте.
Биш дээ 16
And I mean for a map that's still not yet figured out widely
across. Мэдгүй map юм шүү зинхлийн.
If you have any tricks holding on to.
Simple мэдгүй л дээ.
Now's the time. Anything you discovered, any new way of taking fights, you don't hold back in the next match.
Лагаануудыг одоо
pressuring the A bomb site.
Хамаас руу орох гээд байна да.
Essentially the final thrust in this match.
За тэгж чихээ.
And the defense
is
forced back to utility. No defense at the bomb site itself. Perfecto huddles up blind.
Одоо Simple-ийг үлдээж чад юм уу салрыг хутга мутга шаагаад.
Find one with the FAMAS. That's all they have as well. The spray is real long and Simple's going to be able to clean it up after Perfecto. 2 versus 3 now. And the pressure is back on again. No diffuse kit, but they hit pretty quickly. They're going to put up a smoke towards the ramp. They have another 2 smokes to really
cover that down with.
Сайтны үлийг хүн алчвал айгүй гоё боллоо. Энэ их л алах юм байна.
За.
Nice. Oh! Чи муу сагаанууд
шүү.
What an absolutely stunning performance.
Statement. They wanted every single aspect of the game. Clutches, mid-round.
Яана манай хамгийн орой морой гялтаацсан шаач. За симпл хэрэгтэй шаач. Загнаа шаач.
Хошлог үүртэй стам шааж үснаа чи.
Энэ гурван бацаа нь бол симплэр бол юу ч хийж чаддгүй юм байна.
Наадсаа согтгороо шаадаг байх л та өөдөөс нь тэгэл.
За унтчих жаалнаа лалаа.
Everything can go wrong quickly. If we lose this game,
Тамхи татъя да. Тамхи татчих өөрийгөө хордуулъя да.
there's no question this is the culmination of everything that we've been doing for the last 10 years.
In air it's even more crazy. You need to get ready for everything. I wake up every morning to win. I work to win and I live to win. It would mean everything for me. I'm fucking ready.
I am fucking ready л гэж шүү.
Rules are meant to be broken. Forget everything you thought you knew. This is where everything changes. New histories will be written. A major future redefined. The time has come for a major evolution.
Na'Vi stumble, fumble, and flop as FaZe rise back up to the top. A T side which was just completely muted by FaZe, leaving Na'Vi no room to breathe coming into that second half. Almost couldn't have been two more opposing sides, Prof, when we look at the server in this one.
Yeah, for sure. We had the Firecracker first map and then the second map, kind of a snooze fest. Honestly, there is nothing happening. Na'Vi could not get anything done in their defaults. Kerrigan from the start kind of pushed the tempo, picked up NPL in the first buy round, and kind of set the stage for a very strong CT side for FaZe.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what happened with Na'Vi, right? It's their map pick. They're coming into Mirage on the T side. Must have had an idea on how to approach this game, but they made, for me, two great mistakes. The first one is they allowed Rain a couple times to pick them up in the A ramp. And when they finally got access to the A side, there was a lack of utility that kind of caught me off guard. How many times did we see Brokey punishing people crossing from ramp to A side, or who is it be? Robs would be, Twist would be here. So many kills from jungle.
I feel like if we had a heat map of that first half, it would be like 50% of the kills were from that jungle positions on people crossing the A side just freely. Maybe one kill goes the Na'Vi way and it's instant trade. As you said, even Rain was playing in the connector area quite a bit. Just I don't know if he was aware that they wanted to kind of explode and explode onto the bomb side. He played past them and they just consistently.
Got some great breaking highlights to be wrapping this one. Continuing
Here's the jungle. Here's another jungle kill.
We're going to be focusing
another jungle kill.
We didn't lie to you.
There's another jungle kill.
There's so many jungle kills we're going to see in this package.
Here's another one.
And another one.
DJ Khaled one time.
DJ Khaled all over the place now.
Yeah.
This is the round I just put all of the questions to bed immediately and then closing in, right? I mean, listen, Brokey played a great game. I think the entirety of the FaZe clan played a great CT side. Even Kerrigan, which by the numbers was at the bottom with 9 kills on the CT half. Whenever he got tested on B, I think he had 2 times multi-kill, at least 3 kills on occasion, second double kill on the other one.
Yeah, we're talk a lot about like game planning, trying to exploit the weakest fraggers on the CT side, trying to find like, okay, most of the time now it's going to be B, and we see a lot of teams trying to go for like B explodes or executes, but Na'Vi never managed to like establish that fear into FaZe that they need to over-rotate. And even when they were hitting the B bomb site, there were 3 people there. Brokey was already on the bomb site.
Yeah, I think FaZe did an extremely good job at keeping track of where the lurks would be for Na'Vi. And when you play them, it is one of the issues that sometimes teams have against them, is that you think the round is going to end up on B, but then Electronic is lurking into connector, and then he's calling you back, and that works. But it wasn't always the case. I think FaZe did an extremely good job at keeping track of that.
Yeah, let's continue to focus a bit on the issues that we saw kind of being deployed on the A side of things. This is round number 15, and you feel like by this point in the game, they should have been able to crack through whatever defense that FaZe was bolstering.
Yeah, they were once again in a pretty good position. You can see the timing they hit. There was a rotation coming in at the time of the pop. Once again, free kill from jungle. Why is there no smoke? That's a great question. And then Bit here, it's been completely put out of position. That's just
Look at those jungle frags.
I'm not even making this up. It looks too easy at the time. They hit a great timing when they popped out of ARAM. You could have just taken account of your situation, put down a couple smokes, and then progress. But I feel like Na'Vi struggled to find that sweet balance between pace and not being sometimes just a little bit too rushed and reckless.
Jungle is massive, undoubtedly.
Jungle is dangerous.
We come into the second half as well, and we're thinking maybe, you know, Na'Vi, they're going to be bolstering something. We see them win 1 round, and then FaZe immediately answer back with round number 19, Matthew.
You want to take that one? You want to take round number 19?
we can see it. I mean, yeah, they needed this one definitely to hopefully get Simple going. He wasn't really performing, and here see Bit playing very committed into the bomb site. Not something Rain was doing in the first half, for example. He's traded instantly. NPL here falling very inexperienced.
That's
like
a mistake.
this is kind of a, you can't even allow this to happen in a puck. There's a smoke. You have to be aware of a player being in the smoke, fading it, and he dies, and then everything falls apart.
Yeah, because what we have to realize, the scoreline is 13-5 at that moment, right? Na'Vi just had won a round. They were in a position where technically they could come back. NPL had a great hold on the B side prior to that. You're thinking this is the moment where we actually have a game starting. That is it. Na'Vi will stop the rush. They're going to have money. Simple will put his hand on the MVP. But yeah, there's 2 massive mistakes. Bit is completely committed with no help of a teammate whatsoever. There's no crossfire at all. That in itself, can't explain it to myself. And the next gun round, it does exactly the same thing. He commits from CT spawn, dies, and then Electronic is not in a position to trade him. So we see, or we saw rather, some images where there were some words exchanged on Navicam. But at the end, I'm thinking maybe that could have been a topic.
Yeah, definitely. It seemed like there was something going on between like Simple and Bit, some stern words exchanged. We know it's not something we never see from Na'Vi.
Not gonna overplay
you
it.
know, especially in the older days. I don't think that means like, oh, instantly they're gonna lose a 3rd map. They need to get it out of the system. Maybe we see a bounce back on Anubis.
And it's kind of mad because when you look at the scoreboard just for the Na'Vi side of things, literally nobody's showing up, right? Of course, we can play the record of, oh, Simple, he should be showing that star power, but there was mistakes from literally everybody across the board.
Yeah, I mean, he simply did not get into positions to make a difference. There's that one round where there's a flank and he's in the site. Rain outplays him in ramp around the smoke, and he doesn't get the trade there on his teammate. That's like a mistake that I can see in my head. Like, oh, maybe Simple should have done better there. But other than that, there was simply no chance for him to establish himself. Especially you want to see that on the CT side.
Just a few quick notes on Anubis. That will be the third map coming up in this series. Gentlemen, what do we know? What do we want to know coming into this map?
We don't know much.
What do we know?
We would like to know more, but we don't. Like, I'm looking at the win record. Like, Navi has a 66%. They played it 3 times. Their wins against Spirit. I don't know how much we can think about that. Heroic, who don't play the map. That's one of their wins. And then they lost to Monty yesterday. On the other side, FaZe lost twice to Vitality, who potentially is the best team on this map. So I'm kind of leaning towards FaZe, even though their numbers are worse.
Well, FaZe do equalize the series, and it all comes down to the deciding ground of Anubis. Do or die, fight or flight. Quite literally, it comes down to this between FaZe and Navi.
Таттай юм шүү дээ.
Нэг шаадгүй юм шүү дээ. Шаадгүйс гарахгүй.
So I have 5 rounds, and if I nail someone in the first shot, I'm gonna walk out the door. Flusher is the first guy I'm gonna get. No, it was not Flusher.
Let's start with Simple as the first guess. Let's try.
Okay, let's start Monacy, okay? Let's start with him.
Гурав map нь юу вэ?
Anubis.
Okay.
So
he's from Europe.
And he's young, it seems like. Let's try.
I'm gonna go further down south. I'm going to say Kenny S, because I'm gonna try and see if I can hit an Arbor.
I guess I can go for Saibu, since that fits.
So he's from G2 and it's an Arbor. So I'm kind of close.
Навигийн зураг гарсан гэж бодож байдаг тийм. Anubis дээр.
He played less
Харин тэ.
2 majors.
Шок байлаа ч тэ.
I just have to go for Manesi here, I think.
But Manesi is Russian. Wait, what?
Well done.
What? Is Russia part of Europe?
Wow, I'm actually insane. I told you before that I'm a really good player.
За map 3.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. The odds are almost even. It's Anubis between FaZe and Navi. Someone's going to be qualifying for the champion stage, and someone is going to get knocked out and have their last run at the last CSGO major ended way sooner than they wanted.
And there's some poetic beauty, and the newest map in the pool decides the fate of some of the most historic players we've had in CSGO. This is the thing about this series so far. We mentioned it a couple times. Both teams really playing constrained, playing within their limits, playing within the textbook, and because they haven't challenged their own limits, we haven't seen them challenge their opponent's limits either. So let's see it break out on Anubis. Let's see both these teams come in with the tricks. This is where you want Simple, the GOAT, to show what kind of status he can have, what kind of an impact he can have into the playoffs. For FaZe, look at the deepness of this roster. Kerrigan leading the way, but incredibly talented players and Rain to power them forward. Let's bring it all to bear. And FaZe is going to be attacking into Navi's defense.
Mark контрсыг хэлж байгаа юм тий.
NPL is just have some binoculars back here, just looking to see what's happening inside of that site. He's going to be able to call it out and say, yes, they're going to be here to plant the bomb. Maybe, if he's real lucky, he can get a headshot on someone crossing over, but not even that's going to happen.
Зүгээр өнгөө оруулчихсан хаа.
Тэглээ. За энийг бол үнэрлж байгаа. Бүр бүтэн үнэрлж явах хэрэгтэй.
Сайн харцсан уу? Харчих шиг болсон.
Simple хараа шаардсан уу?
Тэглээ.
Simple энийг бол үнэрлэхгүй баха.
Maybe not.
Үнэрлж ийн гүйлгч хараа.
Lightning fast reactions going to be taken down.
Nice.
Actually, Rain doing a little bit of work as well. And they're holding
Nice.
Punishing everyone coming in. Such a difficult
spot
to
clear out.
That retake does not pan out for Navi. Maybe if Twist isn't there.
NPL-ийн царай сонь болцсон сууж шүү.
From B main, but it's not to be.
Rocky бүрцлээ ичлээ.
Broccoli-тэй хуургыг ичлээ.
Тэглээ Broccoli-тэй хуургыг ичлээ.
I mean, the plan probably was for that flank from Simple to really work out, right? If that happens, then it's a different.
Бамаас хоорондоо солилцол наадалч.
We're never gonna know. 2 MAC-10s, 3 AKs, and a buy into the round here for Navi. They've invested everything into it. Try and see if they can put some pressure on once again. Outside of the B bomb side, it's a bit of a classic on this particular map. And actually, NPL, in spite of
nice.
The one kill, they're going to be finding him right away.
За Камац нь очоод Камацтайгаа
down just a tiny bit.
Yeah, Simple's got a back off.
16 амттай болчихлоо перспектив.
Rifle they have to work with, so him and Perfecto.
Robs айгүй гоё байгаад байна.
Rotating elsewhere. Robs is already challenging in the A hole.
Энэ сайтанд хүн байхгүй юм шүү.
Calling his teammates over with the space that he maintains.
Ардаас бүр ардаас.
Robs-ны гоё цэвэрлжүүл болох гэдэг.
Окей, Robs. Наад идэв юм шиг.
Like we have to be active to look for a fight somewhere. But out of position indeed, they're real far away from the action. Twist. Just an easy shot. Might not realize the bit is going to be there, but he's going to stay vigilant nonetheless. Oh, did he spot him out? That's actually horrifying news for Navi. Twist is a mechanical god.
Нэг дарах гэж үзэж байгаа юм те. Тийм байхгүй шүү дээ.
Yeah, that's the really scary part.
Жохо уучлаарай бэ.
Уучлаа яа.
Сибл одоо энэ перспектив угаасаа улаан ганцаараа сүндүшээд.
Арукайци.
Арди Черика Эрсэркот Черика.
Ганцаараа наврын орцоо өвдгөд төрөөс сууж байгаа юм байна.
Өвдгөд төрөө цонхны хажууд бороо орохыг хүлээгээс сууж байгаа юм байна. За мөнгө төгрөг зэтөө. Mr. Us.
It's just so ridiculous. Like, he's such a crisp player. So, you know, hope for me there that we get to see him show up in the server today, because that would really be something.
Yeah, a couple nice shots early, perhaps providing some confidence that we'll get that. Navi forcing up in the second round, means here in the third, they'll just have to concede. The MAC-10 is going to be on NPL. That was saved. Deagle on Simple and Perfecto, who still have armor.
Three people will be early. Practically both holding in the middle, which again leaves no real defense to the A-bomb side, but it's you have to take a risk somewhere in this round, so I don't really blame them for it. I wouldn't blame them for some kills as well. There's a good flashbang, setting it up for Twist to get run down from the MAC-10.
Yeah, good rebuttal, good equalizing kill, but still a long way
Also,
to go.
it's
Electronic gonna get creative, flashbang.
Oh, nice.
And the damage done by Bitsky 250 causes him to burn in his own Molotov. But Robs again already cleared the A-bomb site, pushing forward all the way towards Beach. And Bits
Тэнд бүр Ropс
in a
бүр амар
recovery
гоё байрлалсан
situation,
байна.
but he has no idea about this Rop's position.
Yeah, he's so far pushed
Actually,
forward.
they're saving the AKs. They have 2 AKs. Yeah, there's no reason to go for this. So save these weapons.
That's pretty sick. That's
Северсэн баха.
Yeah, that's quite nice off Kerrigan and Twist being able to upgrade.
Especially because since you're forced in the second round, even the upcoming rifle buy is not.
Энийг андараад атаклаад алчаач
There probably would have been at least 1 or 2 from us in there.
It'll be pretty good now with the utility provided by these save weapons. Good shot from Twist. Kerrigan can only get the 1.
Kerrigan өөрийгөө галд өгцөн байдаг.
It's all good at the end of the day. Yeah, still another round for FaZe. They're up 3-0 to start the.
Kerrigan өөрийнхөө амийг игүүтгэж байгаа юм байна.
Yeah, the rifles here.
Өөртөө харакер
That's no one call it a slip up for FaZe, but that is giving away a lot over the Na'Vi. That could come back to haunt them in the next round.
Let's find out. Surely going to power up some extra nades on the Na'Vi side, some extra kits as well that they otherwise wouldn't have had. Simple's going to have the ult dropped over to him as well by virtue of the saved weapons.
Because MPL got the kill with the Mac 10.
Na'Vi гэжтэй.
Na'Vi.
Би ч дахиж ингэж андуурвал дагаам нэ.
За шууд хөөчин гэсэн.
Ташиж очооч аа.
Миний коготэй. Андуураад байна.
Согтуу байгаа юм ааш.
Чи ууц юм уу дахиад?
Солиороо доо ажиллаж байсан.
Чи басад ууц юм уу?
Басад гэдэг.
Муу аригч юм. За гоё шүү.
Йоо гоё.
Гоё шүү. Зөвөө.
So it can be very tricky to play. Nice little stoppage of Rops trying to get into the A bomb site. And that actually will push FaZe a little bit back.
That's a very narrow gap.
From
Bit. Equalizing kill. Molotov extinguished. Rain wants to challenge the smoke. Looking like they want to pinch, but the Mac 10 comes out on top, and Brokey's got the bomb. Good shot with the ult, but he has no idea about NPL. Doubled up in dark.
Oh no.
Би баг мэдээлэл өгөөд байгаа юм шүү.
Simple's in position with the op as
Info гэж авахгүй шүү
дээ. How do you recover this
round?
Info
өгөөд байгаа юм шүү.
Yeah, probably won't. Simple's going to find Kerrigan through the smoke. It's all on Twist. He's going to be discovered as well. Good couple of
괜찮아 шүү дээ.
Nice.
Аа тэгж орж ирж байна. Тэгж мохоо орж ирж байгаа юм.
But in terms of the money, Na'Vi are feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah, this is a good round. I mean, for Simple as well. 2 kills with the op, but more than just the frags, just his assertiveness and his mobility around the bomb site during the execute as well.
Sa ямар амар мэдээлэл өгөөж шаач бод гэхдээ.
And Simple this time is going to take the op over to the A bomb site.
Стабрек тоглож байгаа юм шиг байгаа юм.
So much riding in these early rounds, I think especially for the CT side. Once you run out of economy there, you're going to be forced to take even more risks than you already have to. Bit and Simple are going to be moving forward behind the Molotov. There's a classic position on this map. You're playing anti-flash into the corner, and you've got either a sniper or a rifle behind you. Actually, Bit's going to be walking away. That's a bit curious. Put some pressure on Simple now. They're coming for him. He gets the 1 shot through, and the smoke goes down in front, so they will be able to slow down this attack. But that was almost about to go wrong. You couldn't tell. Not a lot to fail. If they miss even 1 kill there, I think they just power on through FaZe, and they're going to be Rops and Brokey now instead. Going to be just slowly walking back from that battle.
That's a great reposition from Simple with his AWP over to the A bomb site. That's two rounds in a row where they've seen Rops really challenge, and so Simple's just saying, okay, if he wants to come here alone and see if he can provide an extra factor on the extremity, I can shut him down with the op, and we'll put an end to that real quick. And a full execute to find himself a kill. He's just trying to pick up the pieces. 2v5.
It's one of those rounds I feel like where if even 1 kill goes the other way, have a completely different outcome, right? At least they power through, and if they win the fight against Bit and Simple, maybe that'll get him a bomb plant too. Rops and Brokey, what do you do here? Brokey's walked onto the site, but NPL, oh no, looked like he had the timing for it. Going to come back a second time. He hasn't seen him yet. This is a bit sketchy now. Almost comedy at this point in time. Gonna get caught with a knife in hand, but it will not make a difference. Time is up for this one. The bomb is right there, but they just can't get the plant home. So only 1 casualty in MPL. And a second round for Na'Vi.
Yeah, all good. Maybe if they found MPL earlier on that lurk, but even when the bomb goes down, there's only 5 seconds remaining. Would have been tough either way. Navi coming back in this one early, not getting buried into a hole like Mirage. Brokey should have the only rifle in the round for FaZe. They're out of money. Everyone huddled around $2,000.
Again, this very sort of tightrope start to the match. We can tell nobody is trying too much craziness at the beginning here.
I think we're going to get some of that craziness, though. When you consider now the money building on Simple, he's at 7,300 in the bank, so he's going to have an op in the next round. So you got some chances for him to flex. This is awkward. Just a Glock running in. It would have been nice if that was any other weapon.
Guys, I'm in this great position,
but that could be information that Kerrigan uses.
Kerrigan second night байсан бол жинхэнэ гоё шатлаа.
Тийм бөмбөрдөж оруулаа.
Try and exploit that in the future. You had Twist find you an opening kill at this bomb site as well with an AK-47. Now the rifle's been spotted. This defense knows it's going to be under pressure. The jiggle timings haven't really been there. And this is entrances from Rain. Electronics going to help get one. That's the bomb that was planted, so he slows things down and adds another into his tally.
Yeah, but that's still surely unacceptable for that B defense. They should have been able to hold that.
Сая бомб тавьчихсан гарч алцлаатай
But man, the shock of Kerrigan might have actually caused a little bit of chaos and a little bit of discomfort for that B defense. But yeah, they really get caught off guard by a moment. Good job for the Tech 9 from Rain being mobile, using that pillar to his advantage. NPL even mistimed.
Electronic doesn't show up if the ball actually gets there. That could have been even more of a nightmare. 3-3, we are all tied up.
Сний Брокки дийлтэй юм.
Энэ
ариу яв.
Би энэ тэр нөхмөхөнд биш та тохомж наа өөр ирдэг билээ яа.
Not ideal, but probably can pick up an AK from a fallen teammate at one point.
Yep, Simple in middle with the op now being mobile. Couple different looks. We've seen him at dark, we've seen him at B, we've seen him at A, and now we've seen him in mid. Trying to obscure the position of where that's going to be played.
Flash чахсан да.
Smoke to try and force the issue. He'd love somebody to peek it. Flashed on through, but Electronic was playing anti-flash the whole time. He was just stuck looking into down in front, Jason. What an absolute nightmare for FaZe.
Yeah, I don't think they really have the HP to stick around and defend it. Although
just
holding his nerve at the double doors. Simple's low, and yeah, if you're FaZe at the moment, you have no access to that bomb. You
Pause
find to shift some of the defense. They've got no nades. 2 AKs, neither can be recovered from Brokey's deagle.
Speaking of a lack of nades, think about how often the position that Electronic and Simple were holding is a more
classic way out of the map right now. Now dodge no.
Who stopped? Sure, they're going to get a kill though. Feels like it's too little, too late. 40 seconds on the round, and Brokey and Rob's both in the middle, and definitely Navi no.
Oh, it's
okay. Hello. That's action-packed and actually almost baits another peek into it. That could have been dangerous. Would have turned it into a 2 versus 2. 25 seconds. And Brokey's managed to wrap all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
And there comes the fight out. Now it's just Brokey. 1 versus 2 with about 15 seconds. And he's going to be found at the end.
Ийшээ бүр амар орж бомб хаялаа бүр.
Yeah, a good number
хаялаа гэдэг.
Limits of money, but it's still very strong for Navi, so no alarm bells quite yet. Good job on it for Electronic, turning immediately. Oh, that's such a quick headshot. That takes a little bit longer. Maybe he gets traded and maybe it's a different round, but completely demolished his FaZe's attempt at mid. And this is a couple times now Simple's been able to put his op in the right position. He's been the point man on some of these attacks from FaZe.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge. Just keep it alive, keep it going. Back with the scouts and deagles in this round phase, but honestly, 4 rounds on the CT side of the it's already a very, very good start for Navi. They're taking some big steps towards qualifying for the champion stage right now. Nice flash to take down Twist. He was trying to avoid that.
I mean, the reason I'm emphasizing Simple's mobility as well is just the fact that you can't ever assume or guess where that op is going to be. It's one of the hardest parts of about playing against Navi and against Simple is game planning how you want to go against and neutralize it, because he's willing to fight at so many different positions. Good luck from Kerrigan is going to pull Electronic's attention away from A main. Simple sliding over as well, but this is a bomb plant and a retake scenario for Navi.
They're swinging up wide. Electronic not really that scared. Though maybe he should be. Kerrigan hitting another good deagle headshot. Here comes the scout. Back into a 2-on-2 somehow. Found a way through. You're right. The flank should at least make it a 1 versus 2. And Kerrigan down here, how many more deal shots do you have left in you? One mistake here and you're going to be dead. You're going to have one chance every time. And that might have been it. They know exactly where he is, down to the floor of the bomb. Find him. It's an expensive round, and you know what, for FaZe,
2 раунд байлаа да.
a bomb plant and 3 kills.
Тэр бусанд очиж 2 хүн өгөх юм.
To have stolen this round away because Na'Vi at 5, I'm already worried for FaZe.
Yeah, chipping away at the economy. But it was so strong off the back of those 2 saved AK-47s in round 3.
Энэ бусанд бүр 2 хүн ингээ
Not doing nearly as
өгчихлээ.
much damage as FaZe would like. Good kills from Electronic, who really recovers this situation. If he doesn't get those, they're in trouble. Timeout called from FaZe on the T side. We've seen this map start out extremely T-sided.
Yeah.
And it's kind of closed the gap a little bit. Teams have gotten a bit more comfortable on defense. Teams have gotten a few more ideas and plans for the CT side, understood the rotations a little bit better, so that gap has closed.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is that some of the
За ороо гараа янз бүрийн байна. Одоо баястай.
They've been around some more aggression, right? And Na'Vi have tried it. They've tried to flash their way out of the B bomb side, but I feel like right now Na'Vi are winning on just getting the early defensive kills, right?
Yeah, well, they've shut down any. The FaZe haven't really been able to execute anything because the initial thrust is just getting destroyed by Na'Vi. And there's only been that was the only bomb plan in this 5-round stretch that Na'Vi's on right now.
And that's interesting. Well, here we go. Aggressive push from Bit and Simple. How much further did you want to go? He's certainly thinking about it. There's a little bit of a swing. Rain was more than ready. AK on the other side, and he will destroy him.
Yeah, but Simple slid into the position for a deep angle. Rain's in danger, doesn't know it yet. Flashbang gonna come in. Now Simple's in trouble, turns from it, and disappears behind the smoke as well.
Yeah, that was a real danger, right? You could have made a mistake there on the T side. You would have thought, okay, that was the attempt. Let's just try and see what we can set up. Okay, 4 on 5. One of the better chances here for FaZe to try and announce themselves and get a little bit back into the swing of things. Rain, Molotov, going to put some pressure on, but just try to push in front of it. And again, it's a double setup just like last time.
Yeah, but
I
don't think Kerrigan's going to be afraid to press the issue at this bomb site. Remember, you kind of you have the indication that Simple was over.
Амар модлооч. За гоё штэ.
This time have picked Na'Vi up to activate those looks on the extremities. And Electronic in a 1v4.
Бага. Одоо нэг бай.
Энийг авах л եք шүү дээ.
Kerrigan on the other side, they were just getting sort of drenched.
Амар гоё.
And that's the first like real piece of
яг хэлсэн бахаар наад ч одоо ингэ жоохон агрессив шагаад байна. Жоохон харж байгаа.
Тэрийг хэрж байгаа тэгээд
will have called out by now saying in that dark connector towards the B bomb side, there's very often 2 people there. Like you have to be at least aware in the back of your mind that that double setup is something that Na'Vi like to do.
Yeah, that's happened twice now.
Шта раунд алдсан юм уу?
Эсмэсийн хураагаад авцсан биз дээ.
Хураагаад авсан шүү дээ. Одоо нэг алдаа л эко.
NPL jiggling close, Simple with an angle. But that can set up for some mid-round aggression if they want to go for a peek. It's Twist to defend against that.
Oh, юм баха хог цацаа ич.
I actually thought they were going to go aggressive at the B bomb side with that 3-man setup, but they decide not to.
Байгаа штэ.
Towards the middle of the map instead. And Bit is there. If they have a 3-man setup and nobody at the A bomb side, they're just saying.
Манайха хаана байгаа даа.
Let's at least get a kill in middle and then we can.
Хаагурч гиндах гэдэг.
Годоо анхаараа шаачлаа шүү. Энэ хооронд нэг сайхан агаар нь орчих гэж байх юм манайха.
Хоёр молоош идэл эзлээ давлаа дагаалаа.
Kerrigan's going to get close with Twist, trying to split in towards A, but this is where the defense is stacked up. Kerrigan goes down. Oh, there goes Twist as well.
Flash байхгүйсэн бах та.
So worth it for Na'Vi to give up the A bomb side to get those 2 kills.
Сайтаа эзлээд
There's no
авсан
longer
явсан.
going to be a split happening at the A bomb side. They're just defending it so well
nice.
right now.
Яа, дарахчих.
With the bomb on his back, and it's going to be down on the ground. Rops, no chance on this one. Electronic and Bit, a double kill on each of them, and Na'Vi are right back to their winning ways, 6-4.
Энд ч одоо дэлхийн уг нь террорл юм байгаа гэсэн тийм.
Absolutely no space to work with.
Яг одоо магууд одоо зохицуултыг гэдэг та. Яс сая голдоо ирж мэрж аваад бүтэн шаашсан.
Байх ой, ацдаг билээдэг. Юу вэ? Навир орцоо. Үгүй хороо хотлаа зүгээр хотлаа л яаж байхгүй.
Ах астдаг плит яах гэдэг байна.
Техникагийн Нави л гэж орж ирээд байгаа.
Би орвол фейз рүү орох байсан.
Наа ингэж бодоо ингэ нэг газар руу ингэ дайрж ингэж хамгаалах ш дайраад тэр бүтээ шагаад байгаа. Хийсэн сет бүтгүүд ингэ яг гоё болоо шаа.
Nice.
NPL hiding. Oh, even flash. Good for the double.
Nice.
They know Simple's here though. They know he's inside.
Энийг бол мэдчих хэвээр доо.
And they're spamming for him and they're going to find him surely.
It's awesome stuff.
But he wants to be aggressive.
Bounce into the corner like he wanted to.
Nice. Өөрөө модолчлоо.
Тэглээ өөртөө модо тавьчлаа.
Plenty of time and
Ice
cold on that AWP. A triple kill for him and FaZe.
Эхний үе их гоё орлоо л доо.
They are starting to run out of money slowly but surely.
Time Simple just worked himself out of
Зүүн тактик үү те. Орж жоод моолгоо шилдэг тактик.
No way to escape. No one else to take attention away from him. Even the rotation coming in to try and.
За гоё. Ямар гоё раунд очив та.
I believe Electronic as Brokey takes him down. That was the deciding kill that made sure Simple could do nothing. No space, no room to work with.
Алдахгүй шүү. Гигэлцэн дээр нэ.
Алдахгүй те.
And FaZe have done just enough. Those few rounds earlier where they were able to get 3 kills, grind down that economy, wasn't looking the best, but now you add the 2 wins onto it. And Navi's out of money.
Улаанаар эргэцсэн л энэ та тийрээд бүр. Шатхад бэлэн болцоо. Молт.
They're buying up entirely. Simple buys up as well.
Hodсон цаашаа аяллаа өргөжлүүлнэ. Хожигдсан чимдамаа аваад онгоцсон доо.
Light on utility. No
kills.
It's a very aggressive buy at this stage of the half.
That's one of those things where I'm wondering. I mean, they already have 6 rounds, so they're already in a very good spot.
The bomb site's going to be under pressure. Perfecto's forced back. They're looking to turn the corner. Here's the execute.
Yeah, they're going to go for it again. Leading the charge in is Carrigan. Trying to exploit that same weakness. And look at how pressured they are on this defense. Absolutely shuts down Perfecto. He should be dead. I can't believe he.
Гоёма Брокки гоё ш. Ханаас үнэр авсан байна. Яа.
Brokey actually does go down. Electronic managed to sneak through a kill. Somehow it's still a 3-on-3 with no bomb plant.
Дими усрлээ. Усрэх гэдэг нөө.
I don't think there's a comfortable escape route. This gets so dangerous now. There's no utility for FaZe.
AWP right there. Flash to hold off on anyone peeking for the bomb plant. That's horrifying. Imagine having to
nice.
that one flashbang to do its job. But it did. And the bomb does go down. Props is almost out of it. A lot of this might come down to rain.
За энэ гадаа өнөг мэдчихэж
They know where Electronic is out here. They've definitely heard him now. And a little bit of a peek. Not quite enough, but
гоё шүү. Гоё шүү минь анда миний зөвхөн миний зүрхний анда миний мө гадаад тэд ганц найз штэ рэн ч одоо.
Миний одоо хамгийн дуртай тоглогч штэ наач.
Almost a recovery.
Наач эсэр бууддаггүй.
Spotted a weakness that B defense off guard and just around with clocks and I think this time they really exploited it. They were so uncomfortable in that switching to nades at the worst moments, not taking
nice
not able to coordinate exactly what they were going to fight.
Манайхан ч ямар ч юм бодгоч. Ямар ч nice байхгүй ш.
Okay, Jason, you found the weakness of the B bomb side. You know that
зүгээр писта. Орофт биш үү писта зүгээр.
The downside is what if Navi make a
цондор залгацсан шүү.
Put more than, you know, the 2 or 3 people there.
Айсраар солихтой байна.
That's going to be They're hitting over and over again now.
Yeah, but Kerrigan's too experienced to let that be a trend. You imagine he's going to switch things up. The other things that FaZe have to play with now that Navi doesn't have the economy due to that force buy is Simple will have the ultimate next round. And not having that force, not having that presence on that for Navi is such
Энэ муу өглөөд яадаг. Бүгд тусмаас харин баг нь тийрээд
та. It's quite likely that Navi themselves are going to be decent on that T side.
Та хожигдохоор явах газар байхгүй шүү дээ. Их оронд нь дайм болж.
Чи тэгж ракетсэм шааж болохгүй юм уу лаасар.
Ямар муухай шат юм те.
Үнэн л үзсэн шүү дээ.
Тэгж бол чампи. Чампи ачаа алснаа.
За дүүхөө орж 50-50-тай залгалаа ёо. Байхгүй өө бистэй. Ямар амар анх шаач бас. Байгааг сонсоод.
He's also brought it back. He's 16 kills.
Yeah, leads the server.
Navi power
Doing
shots.
a very good job. FaZe doing a good job of getting out of this rut, coming back into this game. 4 of the last 5 in their favor. Kerrigan really starting to turn the screws on Navi's defense. Simple's going to be back on an M4 with
Sasha.
Just excuse me.
Хүртснө. Хүрээгүй байна. Гоё шүү.
If you have a sense of the economy here, I mean, you could try and slow play it, but then actually go back to the B-bomb side anyway. Once the grenades are gone, right?
Энийг авлаа дараа нь зит бай шаалаа. Оо за энэнгөр ингэ шүү гөвчт юм уу те шүү. Ямар шудраг шат юм. Одоо эндээс нь бэр
They could guess that there's been a couple of rounds where there's been a double.
But
when they hear one of them running that way, they probably realize there can't be that much mid defense.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit more emphasis towards the B bomb site. They're going to go a twist. They're going to start clearing this out. They need this angle, but MPL's going to push all the way. Twist is calling out this. So Kerrigan's got a great vision of the map to make this kind of a play.
Oh my god, he's walking all the way in there, going to be catching at least one of them and spot a second player. They know that NPL is anchoring the bomb site, so before getting the kill, they can probably guess there's going to be 2 people at the site.
And this defense has been weak, and there's no nades on it this time either, so it's going to be the full weight of the attack coming in.
Hold on, Bit is there, and Electronic is actually walking up behind them. Navi, a very, very effective defense coming in, and that's actually working for them. Twist and
орж болохооргүй сайн наан эвгүй моосоо задарчлаа.
No problem there. Electronic able to pick up that kill. Rops now 1 versus 4 and only 35 seconds. This seems impossible at the moment. Navi need the round, but they also need the money to continue, and Electronic will make sure to have That was a very, very reactive defense that they came out with. They were on that rotate way before FaZe even stepped foot onto the bomb site.
And that could have been a huge trap round considering Nice find from Electronic on the flank. That wasn't spotted out by Rops.
This
time handled well by NPL and Perfecto. Final round of the first half. For the lead going into the break.
I think FaZe need this a lot more than Navi do at the moment. But Navi have their back. Kerrigan a range. They just want to go straight into the middle. They're already there. He's probably heard it, but how is he going to expect for there to be 2 people on the other side? He's bumping into them in the smoke, and he's making a lot of noise himself. It's going to fade, and he still wins the fight against Kerrigan. That is absurd. He hasn't reloaded yet. He's just waiting for somebody else to step up. He needs the headshot, and now Perfecto's here to help him out. He waited long enough. Smoke is there. Timing could not have been better for
being chucked out. This is going to be a split towards the A bomb site. Perfecto starting to shift. NPL and Simple starting to move through dark to get a flank on canals. But Bit needs to do something inside the site. Huddled behind Cake. Perfecto's held the line, and there it is. There's the pop-up. Good distraction. Good follow-up. And they're delaying this so well.
За, фэзийг дэмчих юм уу?
Фэз in the house.
In the house.
За гарбуу авах хэрэгтэй байна.
In a tech sense, there's nothing more complex than a major. The complexities are insane. Kilometers of cable, hundreds of screens, a lot of people making sure that everything is running smoothly. I do everything that has anything to do with the in-game part of our shows. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of connections between sound, between internet, in video, and between people. We have so many people, and if everyone is not completely focused and have their head in the game, the show's just not gonna run. If something goes wrong, there's a huge risk involved. Obviously, the worst thing that can happen is that the show stops. Whenever something goes wrong, and it always will. And it's just about preventing it, having a backup plan, making sure you have extra stuff on side, and having the best people in the business to fix it. And I think the last one is by far the
This is,
the office of the most important people in the production is. Don't tell them that I told them that. But this is where tech resides. Without tech, we have no show. The show must go on. So this is my favorite tent because this is where I work most of the time. It's the in-game tent. This is where we show everything that has anything to do with Counter-Strike and the Major. On this side we have the A stream going out, and down there the B stream. This is the A stream. And if you walk slowly with me, the gentleman sitting here is controlling all graphical assets that comes up on stream. And whenever you see graphics, these are the magicians. Right here, this is a slow-mo machine. You see he has all the player cams that we have. So whenever you see a cool reaction, someone going crazy or someone crying because they lost, that's your star. Down here is an EBS machine, and whenever anything cool happens, he'll show the replay of it. If you look at the monitor wall, you'll easily have an idea of how many cameras and how many people are involved. All those small boxes are a camera that our director up here can cut to. Stream B, as we are having two shows going on at the same time. We have one guy doing graphics, we have the director, Smil, who's the man, who's running everything. We have two people doing EBS, and then we have a slow-mo machine to show player reactions. Now we actually have to be very quiet. I actually don't think I can talk in here because this is the sound booth. Sound is actually way more complicated and more complex than you think. And it's also way more important because no one really thinks about sound because we take it for granted. But when sound is not working, you cannot hear your gameplay, or you cannot hear your commentators, or it's too loud so you can't think. Sound has to work. So behind me right now is probably one of the most important parts of any show. It's the brain, it's the server, it's here where all connections going in and out. If this doesn't work, we don't have a show. So we can't show anything in here because it's business secrets, basically. It's a very mysterious room. As you can see, it takes a ton of people to put on an eSport major. But I hope you enjoyed the rare view and rare insight on how we do it here at Blast.
We are back, yeah. A lot going into making a major and a lot going into qualifying for the champion stage here. Jason, we're on the third and final map. It's FaZe versus Na'Vi, and the second half is coming up. It's cut right down the middle. It's a 7-8 scoreline. Anyone can still walk away with this one, but Na'Vi do look hungry for it.
It's the last half of Counter-Strike in the majors.
Go, 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 go!
For one of these legendary players, Simple, Electronic, Kerrigan, Rain. Their entire history in Counter-Strike comes down to this half. Oh, that's an opening. There goes Kerrigan.
Yes, a spicy start. Bit just deleting the captain of the enemy team, and he's even back for more. He's so ready for it. You could tell he knew every single fight that was going to be available there, and he only hit one of those shots though. They're going to gravitate.
За баахан мэдээлэл өгсөн шүү. Ирүүл инхээс шүү.
There to try and defend, but the smokes, they stop them from landing any clean shots, so the bomb is going to be planted on the other side. This is a great
гарбууга нэг л болж өгөхгүй л байгаа юм да.
Nice.
Nice.
Right out, but Twist and Rain, they're coming back into it with a little bit of a fierce rush there. They're going for it. NPL, he'll shut down two more, and the bomb is ticking on the site. They don't have a kit right now.
It's all on Rops. That flank has to be everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And they're ready. They actually spotted it out already. They know the jig is up. It's going to be nice to get one Rob.
За ганцхан мэдчихсэн.
The fact that they knew, they're still able to get the kills, and now they have to go straight for it. If they get shut down now, there's not going to be a defuse. They can't come off it.
Nice. Гой шүү. Шого, шог, 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 шог.
Бүтээд байгаа юм шүү дээ.
Incredible sequence from Rops coming in on the flank, and yeah, Electronic looks a little bit
Shoko.
You have to be. This opening is a gift. A one tap from Bit. You spot two more in middle. Gotta give credit over to FaZe as well. They shifted that defense at the perfect moment to the B bomb site where they can't stop the plant, but they can prevent Na'Vi from getting
Roft гоёмаа, Roft гоёмаа. Биш яасан даа.
We're all tied up at 8.
Yes.
I actually can't believe it. Broken Robs, that combination
26, 27 юм уу?
to this part of the tournament anyway. If they could bring them back here, wheel them out one last time. Hard to even describe how difficult of a retake that was with no kit. Your big ace up the sleeve, which is the flank, it got spotted before he even got the kill, and they still managed to bring it back 2-on-3. And an absolutely critical round for FaZe to pick up the AK, but the rest of them don't have anything.
Spectacularly on
Харгашаар гэж ямар
яагаад дээ ганц тим юм бэд үстэй.
Хянад энттэй яваад байдаг уу?
Тэ.
Оо хэн билээ тэр чинь.
Yes.
Тэрнээс л тайм асуулт.
Зүгээр очиод асуувал нэг 50 хөг, жаад гэж нэг 50 хөг гэж нэг юм.
set it up. Good trades.
За хоёрыг оролцсон.
Even if they do lose one player, just a 3-man push to try and set that up.
Yeah, but Rops is a bit low. He's got to be careful. Bit's going to challenge into the A bomb site through A hole.
За нөгөө сайд руу авсан уу? Авсан Брок өрөөд ирсэн. Rops ч Brok 2 байгаа.
Don't want to be playing too much.
Carrigan дундаа байгаа.
Rain is going to go check this canal just about the same time when the three people are walking up. They're going to be careful. Now Rain, he barely even made his way around the corner.
Oh, that Molotov is huge from Kerrigan. They've got to extinguish it and come through the smoke. They're streaming out now. Kerrigan inside the round. And NPL delivering 2 important kills. Brokey slides out. Trade from Bits Famas. And Rops again left the clutch on the flank, but he's only got 14 health.
Сая гарахгүй байсан.
He's going to think about it. He's hoping that at least the surprise will get another headshot behind that. He's got the right idea. Walking in, and he almost had the spot. Then now he's been found out. I think it's time to cancel it. Yeah, you needed that kill for free on the first round. Navi, what an incredible round to win back. And it's thanks to NPL. That first shot on Rain.
Yeah, a lot of eyes obviously on NPL recently.
Нэг байр барьцсан явж байгаа юу?
Faced each other back at the RMR. It was NPL who was the star of the show, top fragging for a series victory for Navi.
NPL бүр ураа ичлээ сая тий.
And Rain is probably wishing he could have that peek back.
Oh yeah.
Probably wishing he didn't want to get the information.
There was a lot to get though, right? If he does,
Себл гараа хоёр алдагтай хийсэн
even
байж.
if he just spots 2 or 3 of them there, and if like that's it, they know everything. But
oh my lord, so quick! Even the Molotov from Kerrigan, I thought was going to do it.
The crosshair placement could not have been better on that one. Yeah, the wraparound. You're right. That Molotov really did slow them, but they managed to get up out of through the smoke, and then they wrapped around.
Махсад яах юм? Хариу байгаа мó? Бааш тээ.
You expect him to kind of come through that smoke straight ahead, and NPL turns to the right, which would be right at Kerrigan's crosshair if he was holding it. Beautiful work from the rookie. Tagged over the smoke. The rebuttal is there. Damage from the AK rains down to 50.
All that work, Jason, put into the retaking the pistol round and coming up with a bit of a miracle on that one. And it's thrown into question right away. Even if you force up into this one, it doesn't look that great, does it? 2 Deagles, an M4, 5.7 and a Scout. And Simple cracks open the bomb site, ready to go for it. The spray right through. NPL's really feeling the game right now. You could tell he's confident in taking the fights. Yeah, Brokey's going to get 1 kill, but it will make no difference at the end. 1 versus 4 here. He can stick around and do some damage if he really feels like it, but ultimately... Oh, now picked up the M4, yeah. He's going to try and see if he can make an escape. It's going to be 10-8 here, favoring Navi. This is such a good start to the T side. All of the money gone on the phase side. They can't buy into this next one. They're in such a weird position.
Yeah, a little bit awkward. They'll have to concede. Only USPs, no armor. 1 flashbang picked up by Brokey, so likely going to set up some kind of a group play to catch Navi off guard. And yeah, nice seeing Navi slide assertively and aggressively into fights when they're taking over that B bomb site. But as we know, against the pistols, against the scout, it's easy to have that confidence. Let's see what it looks like when the guns come out for phase.
За одоо тэгэл
You gotta think.
Байлж байгаа нэг хүмүүс
A little bit about what you said earlier. If you have 1 trick somewhere, there's the flash and there's no one there to be found.
Ямар амар дэмжлэг гүйч байна.
Actually ran into an HE as well. That's brutal.
I'm actually not sure if he spotted that. Yeah, he does. He knows now. He didn't spot it initially because Navi didn't react in any kind of a way to realize that there was a full team push out of the B bomb site. But again, just with the USP.
Oh, ингээд ухсан ам.
Хорыг гаргаж штэ.
Тийм ээ, тийм ээ.
Navi with a 3-round lead.
If you have a trick, Jason, you said
Ямар гой хор гаргад юм бэ?
Something, it's a new map. There is a chance. Now is the time to do it if you're phase. If you have something that you've been practicing on the CT side, because this could get out of hand really, really fast. It's
Rocket sniper хүрсэнгүй юу те?
But if you lose this round in your face, Navi will bounce straight to 13 because you won't have the money to buy.
And that weight of the
Энийг заавал авах хэрэгтэй да.
Oh yes.
Would just increase tenfold.
Yeah, every round from here on out, you could double the pressure. And Kerrigan, what is this move? He's just snuck out. He's so deep in already. That's actually... That's interesting. Would anyone ever check this?
Yeah, I mean, with those smokes down, you would absolutely. This isn't exactly a trick that nobody's seen before.
He's got Rain on the other side, though. I wonder if they could provide a little bit of cover. You could see he's looking deep down there, so even if they want to.
Oh, they're checking it. They know. They're coming up. They're lining up for the double swing to at least trade the kills. Perfecto's got one.
Bit on the other side, you're right. They're definitely looking for it.
They think that's the push, though. Actually, there's a chance now for Kerrigan. Oh, this position, he finds Simple. They didn't clear it out. And now Electronic's going to get pulled back. Good trade from Perfecto. One more. Twist, ready to challenge this smoke, but the B bomb site is compromised. Excuse me, the A bomb site is compromised. And NPL again.
Yeah, they can't challenge this. That is a classic example of how you can make a huge mistake by making one simple assumption. As soon as they find Robs outside of the bomb, that was the aggression. They never looked for Kerrigan, but he wasn't in a position to get more than the one kill.
I mean, that could have been a multi-kill easily if the majority of Navi's forces don't just take the hard right out of his vision. Simple was the only one he could really go for.
Oh, wow. So potential for a start there, but it never really worked out.
Got to admire, though. We mentioned at the start of this map, like, really kind of tested the limits and kind of broken out of the textbook for a first gun round on the deciding map of what could be your final major. That is a bold call to make for FaZe, and it hasn't worked out.
They get
to save the rifles, and that's very important right now. They're not going to have very much to fight with, and Na'Vi are knocking at the door 13 rounds. And that one could have been a very, very different. Brokey is still all the way up there. He's still leading the board after all this time. He's got 20 kills.
But there's not a whole lot of power behind him.
No.
The drop-off is steep. 20 kills on Brokey. Next up is Rain and Twist at 10. We better see that change quick.
Investment,
SMG, P250.
Yeah, somebody has to step up behind Brokey and make themselves known. Find a way to put some fear into Na'Vi because they do look very comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, look how comfortable, speaking of which, they are challenging into this bomb site so quickly, so early with those rifles, with the AK-47. More than happy to look for a duel.
Kerrigan-ийн дацалцаа.
Rain is here with one of those save them for.
Rain ухаж болохгүй шүү.
Yeah, that's true. Rob's playing forward in A. There's nobody in middle, so if Na'Vi wait another 10-20 seconds and go check it out, they're at least going to discover that. Boosts to look on over. There are quite a few boosts you could do in this bomb site. There's one right next to the obelisk as well you can get just to offset the angle. And they're going to lose faith in that before they even get close. And they're actually going to go back and check middle.
Navi slow playing this so hard right now. So hard. Bit throwing utility over at A, showing A Hall's control.
Kerrigan
at the B bomb site left Kerrigan all on his lonesome. Question is, what timing does Navi use? When do they start shifting in? Simple's going to start sliding out now. I don't know how Kerrigan's won that fight. I don't know how he's not traded, but that's kind of an issue for Navi.
Yeah, the clock is running down a little bit low for my comfort as well. There are the openings that they need, though. So some of the danger averted, but not all the way there. Twist still holding the corner, sees the bomb getting dropped over. Gotta be ready for another fight.
Yo!
Explodes his head. It's so clean. A double kill for Bit. Twist must have thought, you know what, I have a chance here, right? The bomb is down. I know that someone's going to come pick it up eventually.
The pacing of when those fights actually appear for the defense is so hard to deal with, right? Like, you're expecting a heavier commitment a little bit earlier. You're waiting and waiting for those fights, and it's not the one you want. It's not the one you envisioned. Good kill from Rops, but he's not going to be able to save the rifle. Make sure he can't get away. 13-8, 5-round lead.
За одоо снайпертай баяхаа. Бит бүр амар бодчихлаа сая.
It was inconceivable that either one of these teams would not make it to the championship stage.
Yes.
To the big playoff stage of the final CSGO major. Unconceivable we wouldn't have Kerrigan. Unconceivable we wouldn't have Simple. This has been a grueling battle. Navi firmly in control of this third map.
They really are right now. I'm struggling to see a way back for FaZe at the moment. They've lost 5 rounds in a row here to start the second half with.
NPL. Let's just say it.
Yes.
I mean, great utility damage, but just in terms of the frags he had in the second round, taking out 2 important ones to open up the bomb site. The follow-up round as well, finding the opening at the A-bomb site.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the legends that are playing in the server right now, but obviously for NPL, someone who had a lot of question marks around him and someone that Blade really sort of doubled down on and said, no, like we've seen something we trust in. Right now, he's making that case for himself every single round. Roki getting a little bit naded. Actually, more nades following Twist, also taking some damage. The flashbangs are good. And the wide swing that AWP has to make its way out. Although Rods, a parting gift, it's still NPL to get another one through. And Roki sticking around here just seems so risky. 3 versus 4. If he misses even one player, they're going to be right on top. In fact, he's lost the ground behind him. He is so lucky to be alive.
And they have to go for this, at least for the moment, until it's too far out of reach. Bit missed a great opportunity to crack this open into the A bomb site. He still has standing. He still has some safety for his teammate to get in with the bomb, and NPL is going to readjust position.
Yeah, they knew where he was anyway. Bomb not planted yet. They're going to try and go for the retake before anyone even get a chance to do it. And they find Bit. It's on Simple. Good for the one. And NPL, is he going to be there in time?
Nice.
It doesn't look like it. Simple's going to end up going down. 40 seconds here for a 1 versus 2. That could absolutely change his career. The bomb down right in front in FaZe are doing the right thing. They are slowing it down. He has to make the move. He has to expose himself in this one. The smoke fades again. Oh my God! There we go! The youngster of the team.
야, 요에 비치다. 되게 햄병을 치네.
Of all the names on this team, you wouldn't think it's NPL to deliver them a playoff spot, but he's doing it. He's rising to the occasion. This is a disgustingly filthy clutch. That might be the final dagger. Kerrigan unable to get the trade on his swing. Just
a
bit more impact.
How do you win? He even looks like he's surprised. The timing between those 2 peaks, it should have been impossible. There should have been absolutely no way. And yet here we are.
That's how he saw it in his dreams. Not done yet. Gotta settle down. 2 big fights won by Rain and Brokey. Electronic. Oh, what a timing. What a timing, just as Rain had given up the angle. A freebie for Electronic. He knows exactly where Rain is, and he's got that as well. Na'Vi clawed right back into a 3-on-3.
Smokes, flashes coming through. Brokey's not quite sure, but he's going to be trusting that spray to take down Electronic is not bad. Bit and Perfecto are still, well, now just one of them. Perfecto hanging around inside of the smoke. FaZe, this defense has to hold not just in this round, but the rest of the map right now. Final chance for FaZe as they pick up a second round in the This has to be flawless Counter-Strike coming out of the FaZe clan.
Yeah, they need to run. They need to get some momentum. We're going to get a timeout called. This one's from Na'Vi. Their second as they want to talk things over. Plenty of money for them to work with. Again, much like the opening map on Overpass, FaZe is going to have to start making a comeback the hard way where Na'Vi have all the cash in the world to work with.
Шууд онцгой байдлаар зарлж чинь Na'Vi.
For Na'Vi on the other side of things, I mean, we talked about closing. Obviously, we heard from FaZe and Rops the other day saying that was one of their weaknesses. But Na'Vi just as much need to end this quickly, right? You don't want to see FaZe get back up to 12 or 13 rounds where they suddenly feel like they have some wind in their sails again. You just want to end this right now. Get to the champion stage and leave FaZe here. That's what they got to be thinking about. 22-1 Electronic. He's tied up with Brokey. He's really put some work in an NPL. The newcomer to the team. What has to be the most important game he's ever played. Again, that slow style of theirs has crept back in, and it's been really hard for FaZe to deal with.
Snapper
read the A side, and Twist is there with him. Kind of a light defense for that B bomb side at the moment. See if they could double up. This could get really scary for a bit.
Брокет энтэс харж өгөх байх л та.
For this defense at the moment. Smoke comes in. It looks like they want to go through that. Simple's lining up a flashbang, but it's called off over the edge of the smoke. A little bit of a tense situation between Bit and Rob.
The bomb's so far back anyway. Even if they went through and they win, they still don't really have the bomb there with them. Oh, he reads it. Bit. He had the right idea. That sounded like an underhand to him.
Look at mid though. Mid's being exploited right now.
Yeah.
Electronic and NPL space for free. They've gotten all the way to the double doors. No indication yet. They haven't used just been walking up looking for contact. And Electronic challenging so that this can remain silent.
За яаж авах вэ? Юу гэж тохирлцсан одоо? Тохироог л харъя та.
This is horrifying, isn't it? If he dies, or if they slip through into the A bomb site, there we go. Opening as they crack the skull of Rob. Simple's going to turn around and find Brokey. There's nothing they could do. Just getting overrun. They found the perfect place to
Моггүй
get that bomb
өнөөдөр
site.
л амар
Anything
шаад.
kills late here, it won't make a difference.
Өчигдөр ингэ шаахгүй байсан.
The money to lose the rifles, even if
Өчтөр энэ оролт моролтоо хийхгүй байсан.
you just have to try and find your way back and get into overtime. That could not have been any better for Na'Vi. What a great way to solve that round.
They're helped out a missed timing for
Ботыг орлыг уулаа шаахгүй.
just kind of jiggles back into cover, but he's got a
Покерс
deep
мөнгө
angle
авч
towards
нэрэ
the
бет рүү
A
түүхэ
connector and he gives
болоос
it up
тэвс та.
just for the briefest of moments. And that's when
Time.
Na'Vi fortunately slides in, and there's not even a chance for Brokey to take a shot to provide any kind of a call, any kind of communication that it's coming. And if you're Na'Vi, hunt these weapons down.
Ингээд дураараа орж ирэл.
Just give it all if you can. Going to be walking up behind. MPL is still a little bit far away. Ooh, actually Kerrigan coming back into it, and he will survive. Save the rifle at the very least. They're going to need that desperately. You know, something else that makes that such a good call is the fact that they had that little standoff with Robs and Pit over at close to the lip of the A bomb site, right? Because that also means they probably feel like, well, there's a really limited chance that Robs will have fallen all the way back to the middle. They know that someone was going to be pushing back, so the middle is a little bit weaker.
Наваа дөрүүлэх юм байл үү дээ. Наваа дөрүүлэх юм байл үү дээ.
Yeah, you can understand too. FaZe have to do 6 rounds in a row. This is
хавтаа.
final chance for Kerrigan to build upon his legacy. And it starts here or ends here.
Наа төрүүлнэ л гэж орж ирж байна.
Bit responds and the A-bomb set is weak. It's Brokey sliding over to defend. It all rests on this. Brokey with another one and FaZe have a
Ой
chance.
шахаа маань стандарт нэ. Тэр мод дээр bizdə бүр утаагаа цэцэн битдаа тэгээд.
Big grenades being thrown down from Na'Vi to try and buy the space, but they're not even worried about the
Yeah.
Simple's pushed up inside of the smoke. Oh, he's going to be found. What a check from Twist. That's so important. Now this should be their round. Bit is one bullet from death, and he's going to be found immediately. Perfecto, just all on him in a one. And they're going at him one at a time. A little bit scary. And they're going to be fine at the end.
15 боллоо.
Getting the last kill there, 10 to 15. One round down.
Машин
5 to go for FaZe. Nothing that we've seen out of them so far in the second half has proven to us that they're going to be able to win 6 in a row, but that's what's on the table right now.
No, but they have to. That's when you go down in the history books.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
5 more they need.
Бичиг цаасаа харцгаагаа.
Against Na'Vi's complete control of this map in every regard.
Робц хуулахгүйс хожихгүйс дээ уусаа.
Робц байхгүй юу? Намоо.
Ярал. Та биш халаачаад.
Last chance for both teams to try and see if they can make it on through to the next stage.
За одоо тэгээд ийм судлаад гоё 5 раундыг авчвал тэ.
Алдах юм боо.
Уг нь одоо айгүй эвгүй болцсон биш үү? Мөнггүй биш үү айлч. Энийг аваад
дараа нэг хүчингийн баая гэл.
Арука биш гуруулаа өвдгөө тэрээс ажиллаа шүү.
To be fair, every time they show up they
гошног вэ. Ийм гоё comeback хийж ирчээд FaZe нэр ачаагүй.
You exploited the B bomb site plenty of times. You've challenged in through B main. You've taken control of dark. You've taken control of mid. You have the entire map available, and this could be the final thrust. This could be the closing.
Энэ smoke-ын дугаа хүн айгүй гоё байранд байгаа дээ.
Very aggressive. They still don't know about Brokey inside of the smoke. Getting planted. Brokey, does he want to risk it? He does. Stops the bomb plant.
Толгоцсон.
Oh, nice.
Толгоцсон.
To try and save his team. 2 versus 3.
За.
Үнэрээ. Томото данжироо.
Зараас авсуулаад ирж байна.
The difference, and now just don't screw it up. Don't lose the 1 versus 3. That's not how you want to get knocked out of the major. Electronics sneaking on through.
Nice. Гоё.
Discovered, and there we go. Good trade for Rops. He's going to get a double, and it's 11 to 15. They're getting closer. They're almost there.
Yeah, well, they got one more.
Na'Vi
back, or also actually it could be here. Simple's
STY нууц өгчтэй.
Work some weapons. Making the plays. Brokey delaying things and buying time for his teammates to recover to get back into it.
Brokey хийдгээ гоё юм хэлээ дээ.
And Na'Vi yet to find the winning answer for the final 16th
round.
Have not fully invested. So Na'Vi playing with the lead that they have of 4 rounds.
Нас одоо force shot хоёр акатаач.
Nice.
За гоё штэ гоё.
And that's the 2 rifles on the ground.
How do you find the courage to make that play with your backs against the wall? If that backfires, that's the end of the major. That'll be over. You push into one of the most grenaded parts of the map and you just win both the fights. AKs are picked up again on MPL and Perfecto, but that's got to build some confidence. I love it for FaZe.
Nice.
26 kills on Brokey.
Nice.
Robs ингээд алаад их хүрэхтэйс баггүй да.
12 to 15. FaZe need 3 more rounds.
Бүр эцэст нь ийм л юм байх юм болсон байхгүй.
They've probably dreamt of closing this out already. Who knows what happens if we get into overtime?
Third time out used to prevent just that. Navi's going to talk things over. Be a full buy this round for Navi's attack.
In truth, right, they've had success in middle, B, and A. Like they've proven they can attack pretty much all over the place.
MPL тэр удаан авах надад одоо айгүй болчихсон ингээд.
Тэнцэг нөгөөгүй те 14 13 мор болцсон те айгүй.
Which surely feels like it'll be the hardest. Not just that, but FaZe's defense powering up 4 of the last 5, including 3 straight. And starting to get a little bit more assertive, starting to get a little bit more confidence under the belt with these aggressive stances, these pushes that we've seen towards middle, the push from Rops and A main. Starting to throw some different looks at Navi's attack. Round 28.
За энийг аваад айгүй гоё.
Rops alone and B again early on. That's been happening a lot, and they've trusted in him to do it. So far, he hasn't been completely caught with his pants down. There's been no quick flash and swing where they just take out Rops. Notoriously one of the most careful players to play up against. So if you were going to have someone anchoring the A-bomb site and not get picked off, probably is him.
За юу болж байна? Энэ барыг аваад бүр айгүй гоё юм биш те?
Харин тийм бүр энийг авчвал бүр айгүй гоё боллоо. 14 дээр нь чок рүүллээ.
Bomb is on this side. I mean, if we're looking at the minimap, it is suggestive of an A finish.
Yeah, well, Brokey's up. He's being mobile with it, keeping eyes on middle at this point.
Энэргүүл гяндаж орох гээд байна да.
And he actually might get pulled out of position again. Bit causing enough of a presence and distraction to lure a third defender. Kerrigan is shifting off the B bomb site. They're going to get aggressive, 1-for-1 trade from Bit. But that's information. Rop sees that it's clear, so Kerrigan starts sliding back. He's watching middle for the moment. He's trying to
Hoi.
Sandrad
Navi not quite ready to pull the trigger on this final play towards B.
Kerrigan has a Molotov as well, and with only 30 seconds left, that's a bit sketchy, right? If he comes back in time, he's going to find the flank in the middle. That's a huge kill for Kerrigan.
Nice!
There, but it doesn't make a difference.
Гоё шүү.
And he gets the last headshot as well.
Everybody. Let's go boys. Сэргэн
Perfect moment in time. 13 to 15.
Such a good decision from Twist and Rops as well to peek in deep towards A main because they've been pulled off by that fake before. Same way, but not twice. This time they handle it and get everything necessary.
Rain ингээд гоё кертикалда дроп ганц нэг хүн халаад ирэл уулна ингээд фейзийн тоглолт болдог
байхгүй. Симпл чинь тийрсэн байж тараа.
Симпл тийм тоо.
Яа тийм.
Байлсын хараачтай.
Оо тийм биш. 550 болтлоо шаацсан ш наач бүр.
One good entry, one good kill. Let's be done with
хурд хийдэг гэдгийг одоо ойлгож байгаа байлгүй дээ ийм раунд дээр бүгд өөрсдөө.
Some flashes going on over. See if they can throw NPL in to get one of those openings at the very least. Tech9's got the right idea through the smoke, but he doesn't want to challenge the next one. Still, it opens.
Bomb тавьчлаа. За яах вэ?
Winning this round now. The bomb is going to be.
Гоё штэ гоё.
I don't want to rule Navi out of anything right now.
I can't think of what painful
for FaZe to lose this, to get knocked out of the major.
Bomb
straight rush to the B bomb site, but that might happen still. Brokey's going to get one good grenade onto Perfecto, and we're in a 3 versus 4. Simple getting zoned out. Now it's Electronic swinging wide to take every fight that he can. It's just
Харин тийм байна те. Зөвхөн бомб тавьдаг тактик те.
Тавигээд мөнгөтэй бод гэсэн.
Хоёр бүх талаар тавьж байгаа.
Тэгээ авал авчи гэдэг тактик юм байна.
Тий, цааш бүр аваад авчих.
Бүгүмэ тавиад шаардсан.
You didn't think it was going to be easy to put us away. You didn't think we were going to quit, did you?
Найдэр плейд юугаа харж байгаад яг Цайныхаа тактик шааж шүү дээ.
Fourth and final
Hey,
for
man.
Navi. They've spent them all. They've burned them all to get this last round, and they have not been able to do it. One final plunge. Blade extremely
3 минутын дараа
laying
юу
out his
хамгийн
plans.
явчихтай.
How he wants them to approach the situation. Who's going to be the hero this time? It's been NPL, the 1v2 clutch, the 2 entries in round 2.
They've really set him up for it as well. I mean, they tried to flash him into that round. He almost had Carrigan, but he escaped through that secondary smoke. Here we are. 30th round. A historic moment for both these teams. Everything could be decided right now.
The history of Carrigan is one of the greatest in-game.
За Брок снайпер авчих. Гоё шүү.
Greatest players. It can be decided.
Oh, look at how they're doing it. Robson twisted.
Nice.
Out. They're ready to fight. They're actually
map Одоо наалчтай юм уу өстэй. Гоё штэ.
Imagine making that.
Эсгүүцтэй гоё.
This is what we wanted though. The first 2 maps.
Ига скимлэг алсан.
Нэг 30 та хүн байгаа юм байна.
Ямар гоё зөрөгтэй дайраа шаачваа сайн.
Those limits in this map to make this comeback happen. What a bold call, and it's given them an advantage.
Минут руу орсон.
Перфекто улаан. Перфекто улаан.
Перфекто бүр 3 их юм.
За map control-ыг авах гэж үзсэн.
Championship quality material to keep the focus on at this level.
Яг үндэ ямар ч map control байхгүй байгаа.
Electronic is real deep in the middle. Simple's on the other side there to help him out. 4 and 5.
Голоо ингээл өгөөдөх юм тий.
Голоо өгөөд байна.
А 3 байж байгаа шахах гэдэг юм шүү.
Not seeing or hearing anything. And Brokey, who's been the rock of this team.
Carrigan-аас юу айгүй их шалтгаалт байна одоо.
2 other people, and this might be a mistake. This could be a map ending mistake.
Carrigan-ын моолоо ийшиг орсон. Сонссон баха.
Is coming in pretty quickly, actually twisted in the middle, and Brokey, they might know they're going to be coming for
За
20 seconds.
Брок өрөдсөн.
They don't have enough time for this. There's
Nice.
a huge defense all of a sudden. The window is
Юу болоод
closed.
байгаа.
Brokey is here to shut it down. He wants the
Nice.
overtime, and now down to 10
Слайд
seconds.
ганцхан.
Тэс мө бэндмэн.
За муу. За гоё шүү. За цохооч ой. Цохооч. Комбо Кисрэл. За болоогүй шүү мө дүүхүү дүрдэг плей технүүд юм.
Станалтыг бүлэнд нэгээд нутаг усаа.
Фронт руугаа явж байлт би станууд минь.
This is such a call. There was 5 or 10 seconds when Navi were in striking distance of the B bomb site and only
За энэ орой бүр ихнэр дээр 2 нагчжээ бэ.
Look what it means. Overtime.
Би 3 дахь гэдэг та.
3 rounds per side OT. 19 the winning number. And still the pressure, the weight of it. One team goes home, one team moves on to the playoffs.
Та наваа юу болсон?
Одоо ингээд тэнцсэн баг нь comeback хийж баг нь шаах хэрэгтэй гэдэг үстэй түүхэнтэй.
Уулын тэгж явдаг шүү дээ. Одоо үед яаж явдаг юм баг.
Some of these players have been through this before.
Энэ хоёрт баг финал үзүүлээд байгаа юм аашаа тий.
He's been quiet since that clutch. He's been quiet since that 1v2. It was a massive 1v2.
Оо зөндөө байгаас энэ хоёр л мултрахаа үзээд байгаа болохоос.
That's a really nice trick. He actually sees it. He gets the leg on Carrigan.
Yes.
Nice.
Get an opening if that would have happened. Simple really getting the start there, but still alive. Second, Perfecto gets the headshot onto Rain. Still a 3 versus 4. And a smoke up to try and stop it, but surely that's gonna be if they try and plant the bomb right now, you have to assume that Rocks will want to come through.
Яна.
Not connecting.
Салтан завсар бодоод байна.
You win the first round overtime after losing 6 in a row. That's exactly what Counter-Strike does to you. A little bit of pressure. Brokey gets the headshot on Perfecto and starts the retake. Oh, missed shot from Simple, and he realizes now he's in danger.
Nice.
No more Molotovs back there. He doesn't get the shot, and he's going to get sold down. Hold on, he throws down the Molotov on top of the bomb, and they can't get the defuse. That bomb is on fire, and there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Амжихгүй юу? Яалага.
Тэр smoke тэр моолыг гэж унтраадаг юм баг та. Хаалгын
хаалга
тэр мод идчихээс тэнгуут нь шууд гүүгээр
Моли байж гэж бодсонгүй л бахал та тэгэл.
сая яг зэрэг шааччих шиг боллоо. Нэг нь хаалга руугаа шидэд нөгөөх нь мод идэж хараад.
The grenade behind it. This smoke, I mean, the fact that he gets the kill on Brokey right before.
Одоо баярлаа яа тийм үү болоо.
Братан тэр
Look at the exhale as well. One round lead for
Ахиду сайн байл гэх шиг боллоо доо.
Brokey 31 kills. He is pulling as hard as he can right now.
And again, aggression. FaZe have gone back to it. This is about the third time they've tried this. Kerrigan again going to sneak into this position. No one from Na'Vi really close by to spot it. Actually, he gets even more aggressive than previous.
Oh yeah,
Kerrigan all the way up behind this smoke, but surely waiting for it. Oh, Kerrigan. He gets somehow traded.
Ууглахад бэлэн шаажснаа ч үгүй.
Тийм байна те.
Someone to work with. 4 on 4, and Rain is still aggressive in the middle. He could be the fastest flank of all time, especially with this kind of a start to it. Twist in the defense. NPL good for the one. They know where Rops is. They've seen the grenade already. They're trying to see if they can edge him out. And
Bomb орж ирээд унтсан.
Flank from Rain never really materialized. And Brokey and Rops, they're here. They've got the bomb on their side in a 2 versus 2.
Орж smoke ярьлаар одоо тэгэл хүүд Brokey хүүд татуулна.
Rops цааших юм.
Oh my god. They're gonna run boost their way in. Brokey picks them up, blows Simple out of the sky. And Electronic now. The jig is up.
Why we? Яагаад гараад.
Үнэ үлээлтэй сая ярина тий.
Bomb plant has to come through. Electronic would love a fight right now. He doesn't
Rops
want
to
to have to try and fake the bomb plant and try and lure at Rops. He's checking it slowly. Every corner of the bomb site. Right in there and commits. Nice! Fake it, just holds it down. Now he's stuck behind and Rops will
Nice.
Nice гэж дуурайх юм.
Чи юу үзэн штэ?
Жоохон төрүүлээд байгаа.
Discord-ных нь үзэн штэ.
Фэзэн сайтаа алдахгүй гэж үздэг. Навийн голоо алдахгүй гэж үздэг юм байна тий энэ хоёр тоглолт нь.
Наач тэгээд жоохон яриа мэрэ сонсохгүй байна.
Хиний яриа?
Яриаг буу муу сонсохгүй байна.
Тийм тэгэл хэлээ зөксөлөл юм. Ногч бараг 3-4 секундын өмнө nice гэж орж байгаа.
Тийм үү?
Тийм.
Жоохон мэдрэмжтэй байдаг.
Чарн жоохон төрүүлээд байна. Төрүүлээд байгаа болохоор бүгдийг
би сая юу аачлаа? Одоо эдгээр явж байгаа.
1:40 47 гэлээ.
Би одоо адилхан болсон.
Одоо яаж вэ?
Өчтөр.
Заяа тгий шаа та. Уу, перфекто шатаа.
Зулын гол боллоо шүү
дээ. That reveals his position and Rops. That's where you want to back on.
Зарфтаа шааж шүү. Дахиад дайрцсан шааж шүү.
Flashbang comes in. He's calling Brokey over for assistance. And that's some powerful assistance that op. Counter utility being spent to keep Twist in this position.
Yeah, Brokey can only help if they come through the door, right? If they swing wide on the other side, then Brokey can't really do anything.
Голоо одоо өгөхгүй л гэнэ.
Navi expecting that maybe there's going to be a retake of middle. They're waiting for FaZe to make
that move. Naavig ч сая бүр гуруулаа ярьж байгаа хараад.
Ice cold here. Doesn't quite get the flick in. Twist has got to be worried. He's jiggling this.
They still don't know he's here, though.
No, they don't, but they're surely going to check it.
Yes.
Check it was perfecto. A drive-by with the AK to take down Twist, and now the pressure is on. They're going to go for it, but already Rain is on the wrap once again.
Nice.
35 seconds phase. They might have this Brokey. He's good for that one. Kerrigan in the middle.
Nice.
Now they're stuck. They can't get out.
Ямар гоё цэгцээд юм бэ?
That round they had such a read on what now.
Дэлгүүр дээр ганцаараа уухалцаа.
Through the canals, they had
challenge a main whatsoever. So I mean, there was going to be no pressure on that defense. He was going to get caught off by the left no matter what. 16, remember as well, there's no timeouts for Na'Vi. They used them all in regulation. All of them went to waste. All of them unable to net them that 16th round.
Remember in the 30th round how they had that two-man defense at B phase, and then there was
намайг галзууруулаач.
last second to help them get into overtime. The fact that they're able to move this defense around so much, even in overtime here, it's making a massive
За нэг
difference.
тоглолт аваад тэгээд тийштэй Navi.
Гоё болж шүү.
Kerrigan has called this so well on the CT side. Now
Мандарва
back and do it after 18 rounds on the other side. He has to go back to the T side and try and do it again and see if they can rediscover what it was that worked for them in the first half.
Well, Simple's off was a menace on Navi's CT side.
Simple
The most
алдаад
rounds that
шүү.
FaZe was able to put on the board came when they took that weapon out of his hands. They don't have that luxury now.
Сомгүй.
Indeed, mistake from Electronic, not punished.
Сомгүй.
Kerrigan gonna make sure it
Nice
happens.
штэ.
Puts it down.
Зүрхэн зогсдол бас өндөр байна эдгээр те.
Өндөр.
Well, this could actually still work out for FaZe if they get the
За
shot.
гоё.
Темптэй ичлээ.
Чадахгүйсээр шаардсан наавстаач.
Бүгдээрээ нэг юм сонь алдаа гаргаж шүү дээ. Түрүү
Чокер тийш гарах гэж боо юм болоо шүү.
дээ. Бүр силвер шаагаа шүү дээ.
And it proved to be brittle.
Front shot.
FaZe have just broken it down step by step, and now it's Navi with all the pressure on them.
Шүү.
Зигцээ манайс бас нүдтэй үе тавьчих юм байна.
Бид нар ч бэт маа. Ямар бэт.
A flawless round to start.
Чи юу андерг орсон юм уу гэж
overtime.
Яараагээ зүгээр л.
FaZe.
Дөрөв 15 гэж бас 5 оунцаас шидсэн бол бас гоё үеж явстаа. Чичмэр санагдсан шүү.
And they're going to be able to qualify and they will send
Яах юм бэ?
Яах.
Сүртүүлээч аавс.
Хачин болгоо шүү тэр гэж тий.
From looking that distraught. And then somehow they summon.
Та Navi молтороход 1 раунд дотоо юу?
Nothing but focus on their faces at the moment.
Сумн яалтчгүй дууссан л да Electronic гэх.
Propelling them forward.
Спикэж бүр гоё шаатаад.
Сая чокерж шүү дээ. Стач нь ойнох шааж. Йоо их.
Yeah.
It came down to the watch, and that's got to be feeling so deflating within the Navi camp.
Йоо гэтэл шаалаа.
Time to muster whatever energy you have
За
left.
тэцэг
It's
өссөн
been a
шүү.
long series.
Yeah, this is it.
Ямар эвгүй бэ те? Эвгүй бүстэй те?
If anyone's got the experience in the world right now to find a way in these last 2 rounds, it's absolutely Kerrigan. And so far they are giving hand. They're hoping that there's going to be a hot flash out here. They would love an aggressive peek, anything like that.
Дахиад голоо хайцсан байна.
For any kind of change in the defense that Navi have been running, any kind of like X factor, anything Navi want to switch up to try and catch him off guard, but it's not coming. Navi's actually done the opposite. They've bottled up.
Kerrigan, he's putting a lot of pressure on, just firing that AK. He's not afraid of getting found out. He wants the surprise factor of this bomb site, but NPL setting it up and getting a kill as well on Brokey. That's going to slow everything down. There's the bomb on the corner as well, and this round is going to fall apart. Pressure in the middle potentially. You can see how that could draw something back from that. Didn't work out. Navi did not bite this time.
No, and I mean I like that from Navi as well. Remember that bomb Kerrigan once he sensed that weakness. So this time they stand right in the face of the action with a little bit of utility. A pair of kills to shut down the idea emphatically.
Well, if there wasn't enough pressure already, Jason, we are going into another potential overtime. If Navi can pick up the next round, 18 to 17.
Энэ хоёр энэ заван флаш идэх те ийшээ байнга.
He's on to Kerrigan's tricks.
28
kills on Electronic, 24 in MPL, but then Simple and Perfecto right there, 22-23. Brokey still leading the server with 23 kills. He's stepped it up.
33 kills.
Yeah, did I say something?
I said 23.
Don't worry, I sometimes like to lie a little bit.
No, Brokey's been unbelievable.
Brokey жоохон төрүүлчихээ. Brokey нэг азгүй хөхөд. Наа чи өөрөө яваад алах юм бол эвгүй аваад. Сонин 33 мөр алдсан биш таам бүр.
They have to bring it to double overtime. They've given us mobile. Previously in mid at the B bomb site, he's going to be boosted up here again as well. And this time, FaZe spreads out in more of a default.
It's a little bit alone, although Electronic is starting to get there. That solo A position is potentially quite risky. It looks like FaZe will tested. Bit in electronic.
Уулын зэний өрөөрөө орох хэрэгтэй байна.
Харин дутууцчлаа.
Yeah, they'd love a Molotov. Probably just drop the smoke when you see the utility come in, but he's out of position. Almost caught, almost caught. It's got to be down to electronic. Holds the line. There's the smoke. Electronic has another one. Are they going to test it? Oh, they can't even do that. Bit spams through.
Амар байна гэж байхгүй юм байна те.
Surely going to clean up at least one.
Yeah, a massive bomb on top of them. Twist and Brokey here, 2 versus 4. And again, this is impossible, right? You're never going to be able to break through this one. Twist will get taken down.
дахиад overtime гарсан.
Smoke, and they are everywhere all around him. He's managed to sneak through and
get
a
This
is dangerous. We've seen this so many times with Brokey. He can pull it off. He's got him on a string right now.
Yeah, they're nervous, but they realize he's coming back for it. It's a good read. He's going to get the one. Gets his scope back in time. And Bit will take him down. That would have been 1 in 100 million, but it's not to be this time.
Алаа шууд гүйж орол бомбстэй. Нөгөө нэг ишээ гүйсээ сонссон шүү дээ.
Everybody wants to keep playing.
Тэ гарбуугаар чаач вистаг.
Энэ хоёр орохдоо шал тэнэг өгчлээ.
Яг тэгээд бас улаан гэсэн юм бом байхгүйсэн бахаа.
Наас нөө pure opera болохоор угаасаа pure буудсан л та.
Have answered that call each and every time.
Yeah, тэгээд
Писташин ганц маа.
Өвөл мажер бас хожигдсан үйл нөө.
Өвдөг тэрвэрлт буцаад солигдож ажиллаа шүү. Нара.
Аимшигт аврагаараа фейзийг хожуулаад гаж.
Аимшигт аврагаараа навыг дэмжиж чөөй. Нара.
Навиго.
Тэ?
Да.
Оо за гоё шүү нараа болж шүү.
Яг
гоё мана. Нараа навистэй.
Нави.
Нави биш шүү дээ би яг уг шонгондоо.
Эй юу юм?
Чи ухтал дэмжээд гэжтэй наав гэдэг.
Every single round now. For one of these teams.
Нара баг дэмжлээ. Хожигдлаа гэдэг.
This will be a moment they will remember for the rest of their lives.
And both of these teams have been playing themselves into this tournament trying to
Зэрэгтэй оролцох хэрэгтэй байна л да. Ер нь л тэ.
Weaknesses that they know are there. Any more time you can buy yourselves to fix them to build into the playoffs of the major. It all comes down to this. One team has no time left.
Брокки төч болохоор шийдэжээ.
Нэгс нөө. Имэт. Rocket төчөөлөл ер нь дууслаа энэ тоглоом.
Энэ хоёр дахь map дээр ер нь хэд хэд дууссан энэ овер гарсан юм уу?
16-5 шүү дээ.
Оо тийм.
7 айцсан шүү дээ.
Тийм ээ.
And Rob's kind of testing the waters out here. Playing a mirror position of what he's playing on the CT side.
Think back to regulation though, Robs was so effective in this position. He was a phenomenal plan B for FaZe whenever they encountered resistance on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
This time, good hold from Bit and Simple's up, holding the angle, Rain's in trouble.
Yeah, surely dead if he goes for it. Just his shoulder, but that was plenty enough for Simple. 5 versus 3. I really thought Rob had that one. It looked like he was zoned in for that kill. Simple's going to continue, get another one. And the round is going to be theirs here. Brokey 1 versus 4. They already know that he's coming through in this direction, and MPL will be able to shut it down. No.
За 19 сар ийсэн. За сүүлд аваад.
Тэр чигтээ дэмжчихгүй. Тэгэхэд эргүүдэд. Тэр алгуулж.
19-all. Good heads up fight for Bit. That could have been a little bit confusing. Probably expecting the fight come from a little bit deeper. But Simple's off again. Caught off guard a little bit. NPL. An awkward timing on B main. But Simple's able to recover, and I would imagine Simple would have some words. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep the gun out. Be ready.
Guns out. That's not a bad thing to remember. Oh no. Third round of the second overtime. And actually, they're going to go aggressive outside of B. This is what FaZe were waiting for earlier. And they're going to get a little bit caught. They were turned around. That was playing anti-flash still. It's traded back. Oh, there's Kerrigan finding electronic.
There's an Atlas ясно.
Actually now with Rain getting the shot on Perfecto, it's a 1-3.
This is a disaster.
Нараа дэмжиж гэх нөө.
Нараагийнхаа хүчээр л нэрээ
Таа байсан гадаад байгаа тоглолтын хувь заяаг эндээс Монголоос шийдчихийдэж шатсан.
This one might be out of control.
Асуудлыг эндээс шийднэ.
He needs a massive mistake out of FaZe to
butterfly effect штэ ч угаасаа.
Наран дээр шүн буулаа гэдэг.
Ultimately they're going to know everything. They have this one a lot. They even have another
Монгол дэвсэн ерөөхдөө даалгавч. Америкт хар шуурга үүснэ гэдэг байгаа штэ.
Яа.
Стас зулын гол болгол тавьсантай байсан юм биш та.
Had a couple of chances. They had to fight to get
the Pistachio-с хоёрыг наагаал хийчих шүү аа.
Carrigan энд бусаж гарч ирээд гоё ялцлаа харин.
Тэглээ.
Electronic never able to execute that flank. 2 for 2 trade on the aggression.
За илүү сольсон
шүү. Because there's a moment in the aggression there for FaZe popping out of the B bomb site where they traded on 3. But they just can't get away from the they're stuck out there.
Yeah,
and they get traded.
They might not have expected that many bodies to be there.
Probably
keeping
not.
Them frozen out in position. 20-19.
Хоёр снайпер Carrigan снайпер авсан байна.
In double overtime is a
lovely thing to have.
Yeah, we're truly blessed by the Counter-Strike gods tonight. Brokey setting up a little bit of WP. He's got Rops down in front as well. Brokey and Rops, this defense out here has been so sick so many times. Especially Brokey's been coming up big. This has left a huge gap in the middle, but there is nobody from Na'Vi there that can exploit it. So right now, this is not too bad. Rain and Kerrigan might be feeling a bit low.
Yeah, but FaZe have done a great job on the CT side of making the right read, of having the rotation arrive at the perfect moment. And Brokey, once again, in CT spawn now, shifting back towards middle, but he'll be a quick reaction to be involved in any fight at the B bomb site. NPL's got to extinguish the Molotov.
Yeah, tricky one to extinguish as well, you could tell. But you're right, those rotations for
Twist is now shifting towards middle, as is Rops, which is going to allow Brokey to dedicate himself to the B bomb site as the smoke comes up. Good first kill.
Nice.
To go down. But still a disadvantage, and Brokey builds on.
Nice.
Simply отож өгөөнө.
гоё штэ.
За гоё. Одоо бат үйлгүүтэй та. Go now.
Стам зайлаа.
Зайлаа заяа стам ч юм уу орж ирсэн одоо ингэ сүрүүлж байгаа ч одоо шүү.
They completely exited the A bomb site. They had such a good.
За аль Батбатар байна уу? Одоо Carrigan нэг тийм лалрын доо боо авдаг гэж тэр мэрэг аваач та. Лалрын боо авдаг гэж.
Understanding how Na'Vi like to play.
Хайцсан байна. Хайцсан байна. Гоё.
Одоо гоё штэ. Одоо гоё мэдэрч штэ.
The greatest player of all of Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Тэгээд эсэр entry шагаад гоё шат.
Perhaps eliminated far too earlier than expected. And for such an illustrious career, it could end in heartbreak.
Yeah, it very well could. They need to win 2 in a row right now to get it into triple overtime, and that's exactly what is on their mind.
За нугсын тасдах юм байна уу? Нугс руу нь хуруугаа хийгээд амруу нь бууныхан хошоо хийгээ гог гэд бүр хоолонд нь аашаа.
Орон дээр гоглоо ажиллаа бүр. Тэ маргаас тас түгээд залгааш авах тий.
За Rops эвгүй байрлал орсон ш.
Симплиг аваад бүрөөд ирнэ. За тийм шүү.
Бит бол интернет зэрэгтэй л юм байна те.
50 seconds. Oh, there's the spray.
Yes. Joke.
3 versus 5 right here in FaZe.
Oh,
good defense. Comes in with a double.
Yeah.
But he bought his team a chance.
Nice.
He's not done yet, and you're right.
Нэг мэдгүй юм шүү.
Simple.
Simple муу банд мэн.
Оо, GG.
Яа. Хуучин цагийн зуралт бас ирж шүү. За. Ирэн гар бариха болонготой шууд тэрвэрж шүү брокийг. Йоо, Кариган сайн биз дээ. Ямар их юм хийж байна.
Ямар гоё юм бэ.
Йоо, амар баяраад амар.
За төрүүлсэн. Одоо фэзик биз дээ өхөө хөлтөн дагнаа биз дээ. Би бол фэзийн пэн. Тэгш яах.
Энэ одоо яана биз дээ. Яаж фронт руу явна гэж бодож байна уу?
Оо,
хожсон юм аа өөртөө алдаа да.
15-11-с бариулсан. 15-9-с бариулдаг шээ.
Гоё. За одоо залгуудаа шууд байгаа шүү дээ.
Байгаа шүү дээ.
Өөртөө үзэж авчихгүй манай яв.
Юу аа? Фанатик. Фанатик юу?
Байцаа сайхан.
За бай.
Сайхан байлаа.
Of resilience, of stamina, of tenacity.
Keep
their major dreams. Just 12 months ago, lifting the trophy in Antwerp. Now they have the opportunity to do it once again as they
хамаг хүчээ хоолойны хөвчөө тасалчлаа.
comes at the expense of Navi. At Simple for that matter, he has almost never missed out on these playoff spots, but it's FaZe to hit him where it hurts.
Prof, what did Kerrigan say to his teammates when they were down 15-9?
Said if we make it, we're gonna make it. I think this is gonna be a comeback for the history books.
He said it's gonna be the greatest comeback of the history. We were watching them from the side, just waiting for this game to come to an end, waiting for this game to come to a logical end, which we thought was going to be, and then out of nowhere, Kerrigan for that matter pulled out an incredible comeback and crushed, absolutely crushed.
Амар л comeback шаачлаа ерөөсөө.
Яа, яг 3 зэрэг мултлах гэж шахах.
Yeah, and playing incredible. Like throughout the whole series and in this Anubis game, he was great. He was individually great. He got so many.
За хүмүүс гараа явсан аа.
Definitely allowed them to